question here, folks. You see these teams, you can see the pressure on their faces, Max, man, locked into their absolute maximum because, you know, especially when we were talking about it a little bit earlier, if you see these squads, if a team really pops off, or if two teams in particular, let's just say have a crazy like 2 chicken dinner day each, tomorrow is going to be that much more brutal, Max, because there's going to be some squads that we know for sure are not going to make it. How is that going to change the lobby in day 2, right?
It's significantly, because you don't have that position in the middle of the leaderboards where you got a next stage. You know, it's called last chance because, well, guess what? It is your last chance. If you fail here, if you're not in the top 2, your PMGC adventure ends right here, right now. So again, as Seven said earlier, there's no more room for mistakes.
No more room for mistakes indeed, folks. Well, it's time to get this started. Let's go. Match number 1, Rondo. John Allen and Blake, take it away.
Oh, some of these teams have been through it, Blank, but they have to go through a little bit more if they want one of those 2 tickets here in the last chance stage. We're gearing up for another Rondo, and we're ready to get stuck into the thick of it. Hot drops, recalls, hot drops, recalls, on repeat for the first 15 or so minutes of this match.
Thing is, I think Rondo is an extremely important map for a lot of our teams here now, because with only 2 days, I think Rondo is going to be your springboard for the teams that are going to be coming in that top 2. I think if you're not able to do well in the top 2 in this game, it's going to be very difficult for you to maintain pace with the other teams. I genuinely think this is going to be such an important map for so many squads right now. If you're able to get those 28-point, 30-point games even potentially, that is a huge boost to you. Which is why Rondo's a little bit of a scary map to be starting on, because a lot of your game actually relies on this. It's a massive hot drop over towards Neox as well as Test Track. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness me. This is so many teams already getting stuck all the way in here. You got Loops, you got Inner Circle, you got Influence Rage popping in, you got probably everybody else in the lobby right now popping off as well. There's shots firing across this test track, across Neos Factory. Redox is sticking the blade in, giving it a twist.
Oh my
the recall
God.
beacons around this area are real hot camping spots right now as well, Blank, but nobody seems to be going for them. Everybody's focused on the inside. Inner Circle busted down to 1. Influence Rage on 2 as well. The Falcons, they're not doing so hot on the inside, with Koa looking to crawl back towards Redox, who's trying to get the reload on. The UMP around the door frame. Federal super low. 7 rounds in the shotgun chamber. That's going to be pretty dastardly, but steps back, looks for the res, tries to keep it calm. There's so much popping off still, Blank, as the Wolves are also in this fight.
It's so funny looking at even the leaderboard there, which was having an aneurysm trying to keep up with all of the elims coming through. Initial knock is good for 1, but not more than that, as Influence Rage will get back up to 4 there. I think Falcons are able to get a couple of elims. In the meantime, the Wolves are still going on the outside. They do have 2 players down, but Resable now. What a massive hot drop. Again, this is what I'm talking about. Everyone knows they need big elim games. So where do you drop? You drop Neox. You try and get as much done as possible. You try and get as many elims as possible. There's no room for error anymore.
I mean, a pie divided 8 ways, though, is really not that much. Unfortunately, every team getting just a sliver. Team Flash seemingly coming through, looking pretty good. They've got 3 elims, all 4 players alive. Currently, 3 teams sit with 3 elims on the count. No teams have gone down fully, which means those recalls will be starting to come on through. The question is where? As I said before, I'm surprised that nobody spotted all those parachutes and looked to start to camp the outside of things, look to try and grab those points on the route out as teams looked for those recalls. Could have been pretty profitable on this sort of 6-7 way drop that seems to have unfolded here on Neox Factory.
Oh, I mean, everyone that might have held the outside inside at the moment.
Yeah.
Shots are going through here. M249 for Federal. As Influence Rage seem to be finding the majority of points here, up to 4 now. Arcred still holding on though, pretty strongly. Diego does get flushed out, and the M249 just not quite enough. There is an off angle there. Easy for Bad Boy, off in the distance. It's Arcred and Influence Rage who have profited the most. Yeah, everyone wants these points. Everyone wants the cash from this drop spot. Like you said, it has been divided so many ways that, you know, there's only a few teams that really benefited massively in Wolves, the Flash, Influence Rage, and Arcred. And that's the question if Influence Rage can actually disengage from this.
That is a big question as well for Arcred in the EMP zone. It's a little bit harder. I think that might just be off to the southwest side of that one. Well, there's a bit of a disjoint between what we're seeing. I don't think it's on top of them right now. Wolves are spotted though. Ooh, easy for Bad Boy. Spots Coops hopping on the hill on the top of the roof there. He will have cover behind the vents on the roof, which means they can go for the res. But Ramses is actually charging in and looking to control this flush, control this res. Coops, I don't think he's been got up just yet, but Batten is ever vigilant, and Ramses goes down very, very quickly. A nice little hold coming through from Batten, not going for the res, but instead deciding to protect his teammate.
Yeah, Wolves much rather get Coops back up. Pretty important player, but Hardboy with a clean angle. Straight shot down the side. That is a double for him. Now looking towards Doran. Oh, that's a nade in hand. This guy went for the 1v7. So I felt pretty confident in him getting this elim.
Nice little find there. And again, everybody going to be looking to get those recalls. You can see him already. The Wolves are on the recall. So it is now just Doran left here for the Wolves. Looks like easy for Bad Boy, the only representative as well for Arcred. Team Flash are a bit further to the north of this. Alliance are on the south. But no matter what happens here, Arcred will be looking for the recalls down on the southwest side. They've got Glory all the way down, Blank, all the way out. About 6 kilometers, I would say, away from this fight.
What a pop-off at the start of the day as well. And you sort of expected it to happen here on Rondo, as teams know that this has to be their trampoline. It has to be their trampoline to get higher in the leaderboard early on, create that buffer. But everyone having very similar ideas, it is a bit of a problem. Now, 6 elims is a lot, right? For 6 minutes into the game. It just doesn't seem that way because there's so many other teams who are close to that marker.
Oh. Flash
Tops will take down Doran. That's a very long shot off in those apartments over yonder.
Yes,
we
but
do
again,
have
it's just still these extra points just being accrued over time, right? They should be resable. Everyone should be getting back up here. No one should be left high and dry completely at this stage. The points will just be pure gravy at the moment.
And again, I think for these teams that did take the risk, they have profited, right? They have profited. Even if, you know, Arcred is only 1 elim ahead of the Wolves, what they are absolutely is 6 elims ahead of Alliance, Gen G, Alter Ego, Inner Circle, all the way down to 16th, who all have 0 elims on the game. And this is going to set those squads apart from the rest now going forward, where you, like I said, you get this buffer. So no matter what happens in Neox Factory, as long as you're confident you can take those 3v3s, or at least a couple of them, and still get out for that res, and you've got those reses on lock, there was everything to be gained here for these squads.
Absolutely. They've got a little bit more under their belt now. Arcred, the major profiteers, they may lose their last play, but they've got 6 elims already, Blank. They can get those reses all the way out on the southwest side. This is a really good start for them. But the question is transitioning into the middle and late game here. It's not infrequently that we see teams get up towards that 6, 7, 8 point margin here on Rondo, and then go down in, you know, 10th place, right, on the teams. It is a little bit, sometimes, not quite the full trampoline that you want, right? So it's about having a good start, yes, but it's also about converting that into a solid finish.
I personally don't think it matters. I don't think it matters at this point. It's like, if Arcred was going to have a bad game and go out in 10th place, they'd have 0 points if they didn't take that fight. I'd much rather they just had 6, right? No matter what happens, it's a benefit. You're finding value from that no matter what you do. And Neox Factory is so close towards the center of the map. It's a really good position to start moving out from, even if you do cut away towards those recall beacons on the outside. So I genuinely don't think there's a downside as long as you're able to disengage, which all of these teams were.
Well, we'll see if they can tuck those under the belt. But if you want top 2 blank, I mean, that's a really tall order. You're talking about getting up over... I mean, if you get 120 points on 12 matches, it's pretty likely you're going to be in that top 2. But anything beneath that, it's a very variable part of the table. The top positions generally are very in flux. It's when you start to get down towards where 3rd place is going to be, down towards where 5th place is going to be, that sort of area of the table that is a bit more predictable. But the volatility at the top means that you need as many points as you can every single game. And sure, 6 points is good, but it's not 10, it's not 11. And that's what teams should be looking for here, to set their sights on those sorts of averages to get into a top 2 on a 12-match set.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying that no matter what happened in Neox Factory, it was value.
Oh yeah, it's a profit. It's definitely profit for sure.
For everyone. Yeah. 6 points is fine. 6 points is fine. Like you said, it's not going to take you to the top. But for Arcred, that was a freebie. It's a freebie for them at 6 minutes. It's going to assist them. Compared to Alliance, they might finish out the game in 1st place, but only get 10 points. It's not going to cut the cake for them. Let's take a little bit of a zoom in over towards the map, at least, which does head over towards Neox. So you do have sort of the de facto winners, I would say, in the Flash. We're able to outlast pretty much everyone else in Neox Factory. They took a little bit more of a passive approach towards the end of that fight. Started third partying a little bit more. They actually have a strong position to move out from going forward. Gen G in a pretty frightening area of the map at the moment. A little bit difficult to play, but they have this small dish. They have vehicles too, which is good. Quick also, first time we see the pickaxe on the big screen.
I mean,
doing his best.
Let's get through there, you know, creating those little divots. I mean, we have seen them be pretty impactful. Normally, we see them being generated by the nades coming on through, but he's getting pretty far down there. There's only so far you can dig. I think he might have hit the limit there. But this is it's a decent bit of cover. It does eat grenades, though. If someone knows you're in there, they put a nade on, you're done and dusted.
I feel bad for him. He's told to get digging, essentially. Wolves versus Arcred. So low right now. He just needs to get out and take the shots. Coops could even wait on the outside, but he's taking a little bit of a blasting. It's just a couple of shots needed, and they cannot find them onto Arcred. We're swinging past, but I don't think for long, as the Burmese Ghouls will be all that happy to pick up these points.
They'll be thrilled with that one. Arcred try and crash out on that southwest side. That transition did not go successfully for them. Now with just the one player left standing, that point is taken away. 4 elims for the Burmese Ghouls. And Arcred, they stop on 6 blank. So sure, 6 is good. But as I said before, it's not going to be enough for a 1st or 2nd place.
Absolutely not. I mean, they get the 6 points. They don't go further than that. Burmese Ghouls grab 4 off them. So only 2 points behind that. Yeah, that transition was not great. Not great. I think you know that Wolves are likely going to be making a similar rotate to you as well from where they grabbed the recall beacon. And I think they could have diverted a little bit sooner there. I think Burmese Ghouls being in this building is, I would say, fairly obvious as well, considering it's one of the few spots that are fairly safe on the outer edge of the circle. Weibo makes a great rotate in the early game. They grab high ground.
They have that opportunity to get on through. They're fairly central, though. Alter Ego kind of have quite a lot of it as well on that northern side of things. Team Flash coming up against Inner Circle. Of course, these two teams playing in different groups will not have faced each other before, and both very close to that bubble plan. Very, very close indeed. 5th place for Inner Circle. Team Flash just pipped to the post by 1 point by E-Arena. And both of them desperate to jump up towards the top spots. You can see they are taking that fight back and forth. Inner Circle look to be able to get this res as Team Flash now busted down to 2 on the north side.
If they're in a circle, I have big hopes for this team. On their first day, they looked really good, but I'm not sure what happened between then. But the performance seems to take a pretty big downward trend. Again, for Noki, I wanted to see some more of these fantastic off angles. He's a very good player when it comes to taking these 1v1s too, not just Falak on the team. Now in a circle looking to hold out the rest of Flash, and Flash desperately looking for a knock on one of these nades, but not finding the angle just yet. These arcs aren't quite going through, and the circle going far down towards the southwest. Suddenly it's a long journey ahead of them for the Flash, and in a circle.
They really do have quite a distance to travel. And they have to get a move on. I mean, Team Flash getting everyone back up, that's great. But now getting through this roadblock is tough stuff. It is hard going. A treacherous road ahead. Burmese Ghouls taking shots over towards Weibo, actually, who have been trying to find their way, and they moved Sook up to the middle. But now with 5 elims, Burmese Ghouls having a good time on that southwest side. Looks like they're liking Rondo today. Order goes down to the play zone, so a lot of Weibo not really being able to get in at all here. And actually, Kamikaze has been sat in the middle of this circle for a long, long time. Max brought something up in the chat. He thinks he's on top of that pillar in the middle, and the rest of his team now looking to regroup around him.
Yeah, he's pulling the old Sakura strap. And the Sakura strap, without it, I don't think E-Arena would have made it into the grand finals. Nico, though, does find a good shove towards Sook, which will eliminate Weibo on their first game, despite a decent initial rotate as well. It's a little bit sad. Alter Ego playing pretty central position. So many great teams that could make it to the top 2 here in the last chance. It's actually so unfortunate we have to say goodbye to so many of them.
Yeah, it is pretty nasty stuff, right? Only 2 of these teams, and I mean, picking 2 out of this lobby. I mean, I'm trying to pick at least 5 right now in my head, and it's a really tough decision. And I mean, in the end, it'll come down to who is better on the day, as it always does, right? But still, there are so many deserving rosters who have put in so much work from all across the world. See if, I mean, maybe we'll have an American representative as well coming on through, a North American representative at that, in Wolves, because right now they're top of the pack. The question is, can they keep on to it? Because 6 points this early in the tournament, first match, first place means basically nothing. It's about getting through the rest of this game. Through the rest of the games you have left to play. GK trying to take down Batten. They've already left Morin in the dust, but able to connect a really strong shot with that auto shotty, and now over to Nerzed. Attention flung out wide, and he doesn't have the backup of his team to keep that angle under control. Now they'll marshal their position though and play a little bit more towards GK.
Yeah, Baton being down, it's a tough choice now for Wolves, and I think that for them, they are just going to back it off, try head over towards that north side, but they're barreling towards Papra Supermassive, as we've seen. Pretty treacherous in terms of the approach for a lot of squads. In a circle, dealing with the Falcons now, who crash upon towards the building. Initial shots are good, but Ralph does not find him inside the building.
Oh, that is nasty. They can't make that run up, and Koa now trapped out in the cold. Only the one player on the inside for the Falcons. And you got to imagine Redox is going to bleed out. Not a good roll up for them. They had a terrible time on that northern side. They've got 4 points on the match blank. So still a little bit of a commiseration reward, but that's got to feel nasty.
Yeah, for the Wolves also going down, Falcons is a tough approach. Tough approach over towards the southwest. Alter Ego that looks like they might be on for a winner right now, depending on how the south side of the circle ends up. Loops, Gen G, Alliance still trying to make it through. Alliance really struggling with their end games at the moment. Their early to mid game's great. Honestly, 4v4 is not so much, and closing out matches just seems to be an impossibility for them. But the Burmese Ghouls, they're rising in the tables. 7 points right now, 4 players alive. It looks good.
Yeah, they are on the outside of the circle here, Blank, on that southwest edge. And you got to remember as well, this is the first combination that we're seeing of teams from both of the two groups that we had, Group Red and Group Green. And that slow style that we saw in Group Red, the faster pace, the more active decision-making from Group Green. They are coming into conflict now. And our teams will have to navigate as best they can. I see. Looking to hold out against the Boars this time. They're able to do it against the Falcons. It might be a repeat here. Noki may be on for a PMGC performance as Exo now, the last Boar to stand, does get the heal off, but inside the shack, he's still got more to do. Koa also has this outside angle. He'll take shots.
Dude's best. I mean, he wants a little bit of revenge, right? Good nade from Exo, but immediately falling to Little Boy at distance. Koa, though, spotted, which is a little bit scary now for him. I think Alter Ego could win this game. And it would be nice to see an Alter Ego finish. I think there's been a couple times where they get a little bit greedy on their peaks. So to see them close out a game strong will be very promising for their last chance, because I think they've had plenty of time to analyze what went wrong over in their group stage, which was a little bit of greed here and there.
Falcons are down in 9th place. A lot of this middle pack of the table in the middle single digits, right? And that's what you expect from Rondos, but even more so when you have so many teams hot dropping in Neox. It's a little bit disappointing for Weibo, for Boars, not able to extract value from one of the two Rondos, one of the two potential massive earning games for them. We'll see what the rest of the teams can do. 9ZG, not least of which, because they only have, well, they have 0 points blank, not a zip.
This is reasonable. I don't think any team wants to be the first to face here. It's frustrating, I imagine, for the Loops that they don't get any of those nades off over towards Burmese Ghouls, but that's a good setup on the smokes to deny angles.
Unknown looks for the challenge on Ratto Boy. Steps out. Oh, what a shot coming on through from Unknown. He saw that peak. Ratto Boy stood bold as brass through the smoke corridor. And he has been clipped, but should be resable in the pre-made divot with that pickaxe coming on through. It's always annoying that you can't see the smoke canisters in the smoke launcher on these utility bars at the top blank. We would have known that Loops had a little bit more to play with. Alter Ego, though, flexing out. I mean, I like this, right? They have had the control for a while now, and they do need to pick up a lot of points from this fight. They want to continue.
Down to just 2, 14 elims. It really is now time to arise for the Ghouls.
And they're on 3v2 v3. Godspeed again, not taking a huge amount of damage from the nades, and the nades are all out from Alter Ego. Loops lose Ratto Boy. Krypton able to find the flush. Just Rafinha left standing. As soon as you get rid of Rafinha, all of a sudden the Burmese Ghouls have a little bit more of a clear run here. They have a full frontal fight, and Krypton's low already. Maybe this is their time to strike. Maybe this is their time to arise. Godspeed on the high ground. Position known, and no nades to speak of. It's getting to be mano a mano, hand-to-hand combat. Godspeed steps up. He's taken down by Krypton.
Yeah, no chance there for him. Snape's off angle here is so important. I think the Burmese Ghouls likely to go down in second. But this was desperately needed from Alter Ego. I think they held out for quite a while here. They weren't quite as proactive as we liked, but it still earns them big points. But I think it is the Burmese Ghouls to take top pole position there with the amount of points they're able to score. Very chilled out game, though, for Alter Ego. And that's what we want to see. Honestly, a very chilled out game is nice on Rondo and still getting some points off the back of it. You don't want to be the guys who are all inside of Neox Factory bare knuckle boxing.
Oh dear, no, that was pretty nasty stuff. I mean, it was, who was it who was stuck in that hot drop and got towards the end there? I felt like nobody oh, Loops actually were on that hot drop and did manage to get into that third place. So apart from that, seemingly, mostly our team's going down in the middle of the pack, but that point denial at the end as well, Blank, coming through from the Burmese Ghouls, could come in clutch. On these short match sets, obviously those single point differences really do matter. And we'll have to wait and see if that will come into play later on, because there are only 2 spots left to claim in the grand finals. We'll have to wait and see who's going to be able to take them. But for now, Alter Ego, points. A couple more points for the Burmese Ghouls. Let's arise to the desk.
Forget everything you knew about tactical PUBG Mobile, because what we just witnessed in game 1 of Rondo was pure, unfiltered, violent euphoria. Maxman, Alter Ego, get the win in this one, but I think we were the winners, just being able to witness it.
I want to replay this in the cinema in 4K 120 FPS because absolute cinema. I know I've been saying that the entire tournament, but the entirety of this PMGC has been unreal so far, and Alter Ego able to take themselves a solid win here in Ipswich. Sure, maybe not as aggressive as some people would like them to be, but I think they were just passive enough to make sure that win was not going to escape their grasp.
Yeah, they played this really, really well. Yeah, okay, it's more passive. We might have wanted to see them come in with the vehicles and just sweep the edge and get rid of all the rest of them very, very quickly. But I think they played it really well, especially considering they had the only building in the zone. And if you actually look at their vantage point, it's uphill, right? So they couldn't really see over the crest of that hill, and they couldn't know who was there and who was going to be waiting for them if they did get in those vehicles. So I think they played this really, really well, and how they should have played it. And you know what? They got the win, so obviously something worked, right?
Definitely something did go in their favor, but I think some people were hoping for them to third party Loops and the side of Burmese Ghouls, which I was also hoping for the same thing. But Loops, clearly, by how they were playing positionally speaking, they did not want to fight because they were scared of that potential Alter Ego third party. So Alter Ego were just not given that opening. And because they weren't given that opening, guess what? You just hold down the fort and you make it work out. But talking about a fight in a big fort in the Neox fort here, Hot Jukes. How many teams were in here? Like, in this hot drop? What?
It was 5. It was crazy. I mean, the 3-1 split strat is the meta, 100%. I mean, it's so wild to see 5 teams drop in this area with 3 while sending 1 off to get res Neptura. And I mean, it worked out perfectly because so many teams were able to get a ton of eliminations to start this one off.
Weren't they just? I mean, we saw teams coming out of here with 6, 7 eliminations just off the bat of this hot drop coming through here, and then they get that full reset, and it's just game as usual. It's a fantastic strat that I love that we're seeing come into Rondo. It was those rotations afterwards, though. You're seeing a lot of them here. This field in particular was really rough on a lot of teams. I think we saw like 3, 4 different teams fall very early. So it's the field of death, Maxman.
It really was. I mean, it was so cool. So in Neox to see Flash coming in as a third party, they're like, the fight's over. Let's pick up the stragglers. The chances are there's not a full squad still alive. So I do really respect it. But though, I really like what John and Blank were talking about during this game. The pickaxe coming out and is now meta on Rondo, question mark, creating those dips without having to waste some C4s or grenades is actually very impactful. You're just getting a free little hold in these flat terrain finishes. And we saw it used, especially in the finishing moments by Loops, if I'm not mistaken. So pickaxe meta is real. Better than the shotgun. Maybe not. Okay, calm down.
Yeah, pickaxe strong, shotgun always stronger, right? It's so wild to see here though towards the end. I like the fact that we saw the Burmese Ghouls just kind of wait out Loops there towards the end because they had no choice. Blue was going to push them out. They did. But look at these points, Neptura. The Burmese Ghouls! 20 on the board for match number 1.
Heck yeah, they are rising up those leaderboards. They are here to stay. We saw them be so quiet in Group Red, right? And then they started to be a little bit more active, a little bit louder. And now in Last Chance, they're coming in with a bang. They are shouting from the top of the leaderboard. 20 points overall. I mean, yeah, Alter Ego with 18, Loops with 16, Papara with 15 as well, right? It is close, but 20 points is a great start to their Last Chance.
I mean, especially happy with Papara Supermassive Blaze. They had themselves kamikaze on that stone pillar for a majority of the early game, and the circle shifts down south towards the stone pillar, and the entire team just rotates, claims that position all around it, and even negate the rotation right, Niptura, of Weibo Gaming, that, as we can see on these rankings, only get themselves 1 point. So actually, I really like the use of these stone pillars, really becoming such a strong position if it does end up to be in a mid to late game circle.
Yeah, we've seen it before with Sakura and E-Arena, right? They had such a vantage point with those high ground areas, with those rocks, that they were able to control a lot of the lobby. And I think Papara were trying to do the same thing. The zone did move away from them, but then they actually used that to actually use their rocks as a information point. And so once the zone moved away, they were able to actually just go ahead and go around the south side and clear all those teams that they knew all the things about. So it still really helped, even though the zone moved away. You see MVP there was Krypton, and we move over to the top 4 players, and yeah, okay, it's got to be Kamikaze, right? He was the guy up on the mountain doing all the things. So not only information scouting, but some damage scouting as well.
Yeah, just so you guys know, the MVP has to be on the winning team for each match, so that's why it was Krypton, but I was like, it's definitely not, stats-wise, it definitely wouldn't be Krypton normally. Unknown. By the way, Unknown this game, he had some shots where he was getting literally pre-fired by Loops, and he peaks, and he still gets the elimination. What a reaction time from Unknown, really standing out as one of the top-tier players from Myanmar in the Burmese Gold squad, and Rafina, and of course, Kamikaze, as you said. All the information in the world here, able to pop off on that stone pillar position.
Yep.
Neptura. You know what, Max?
Definitely. Yes.
You guys want to hear a crazy stat?
Ooh.
I just did the math. There was 122 eliminations in the last game.
What?
The lobby died twice.
122 eliminations. Because I was sitting quiet doing the math, because I looked at the match rankings and saw 5th place with more than 10 points. I was like, how many eliminations were there out there? 122. That just shows how imperative Rondo is. Yeah. I'm really wondering what's going to happen tomorrow. You know what? We'll speculate that later, right? But we're getting into Erangel, Max, man. What are your big expectations going into Erangel?
Ooh, Erangel? I mean, Inner Circle, right? I always love to see how Inner Circle play on the grassy pastures. I think they play extremely, extremely well. I wonder if they're going to have a little bit of a fight with Wolves on Western Bridge. Didn't happen before. I don't think it's going to happen here. So, but that's my expectation here is Inner Circle, Pakistan, on point. Let's go.
Hey, are we going to see that comeback from Weibo here in Neptura? Yes or no?
They've got to do it now. I sure hope they do. I mean, they're very quiet Rondo, so I think this next game they've got to make up for it. I feel like there's too much at stake here to really be lackadaisical here.
Yep, don't wait, pull the trigger, make it happen. It's Erangel. Will it be as aggressive as the last one? I don't think so, John and Blake.
Hey, look, I hate to stat check you on the opener here, Hot Jukes, but I'm pretty sure it was 90 elims in that last match, which is still a lot, right? Don't get me wrong, that's like 10 elims over the odds for what we expect even from a Rondo, but 122, I think that might be the total points that were earned by the lobby. I'm not entirely sure. 90 in that first game. It got hot on the drop. Let's see if things repeat themselves, because hopefully not here on Erangel. A little bit of return to sanity as the south side plane path keeps us nice and tucked in towards Sosnovka, but still keeps a little bit of access to the mainland.
Is it time for double Sosnovka finishes again? That is the real question on my mind. And I hope that the answer is no, because it is brutal, especially in Last Chance, having double Sosnovkas. Just doesn't guarantee you points. It really doesn't. A lot of it is luck of the draw, where you're able to end up and how quickly you're able to get there, as well as just having drop spot advantage. But we'll see where the circle does go on this Obviously for Erangel, you want to get as many points as possible. These are much higher averages over Erangel as opposed to Rondo or Miramar. Cuts in a little bit of Sosnovka here, which isn't great, but we are heading down towards Milter, which is a great start for Papra Supermassive at least.
Yeah, they'll have an option to take wherever they want to convert on their pretty big game in that last match as well. 15 elims found, 12 elims found, 3 placements, 15 points total. Looking to try and convert. 2 teams on Sosnovka, Inner Circle and Geeke as well. Looking to try and get across. We'll see who will be able to make that crossing, or indeed if they want to. Weibo on that north side, currently still in the car, maybe going all the way up to Severny. We'll have to wait and see. They'll have quite a road ahead of them, and they are all in one vehicle, so they still haven't reached wherever they're trying to get to. The Burmese Ghouls, they didn't win it, but they did manage to sit atop the pack on the points blank. 20 points found, a massive game for them.
Yeah, a really huge game, and we do have an interview with Ichi coming up very shortly. In fact, right now, because he's been performing extremely good inside this lobby.
Welcome to a quick report with the 7WG. I'm joined by none other than Ichi from BG, a team that's trying to mimic exactly what Yangon Galacticos did at PMWC. Go from last chance, get to the finals, and become the champions. Now, Ichi, I do want to pick your brain a little bit because in that Rondo match, I think we had almost 8 teams fighting in Neox Factory. Your team decided not to do any hot drops. You decided to land on a 2-2 split in Hongshan. What was the reasoning behind that strategy?
စာပိုင်း hot drop မှာမစင်းပဲနဲ့နှစ်ယောက် home champ မှာဆင်းသွားတဲ့ပုံမှာ strategy ပုံမှာဘယ်လိုမျိုးဘာတွေပြောချင်တယ်လဲ
ကျွန်တော်ရဲ့ target ကတော့အဲ့လို early game fight ဖို့မဟုတ်ကျွန်တော် late game မှာ4ယောက်ဆက်ပိုင်းနဲ့ကျွန်တော် KD ကိုရသလောက်ယူမယ်ရတဲ့အမှတ်ကိုရသလိုယူမယ်ကျွန်တော် plan တော့အဲ့ဒါပါပဲ
Our plan is not to take a hot drop, but to survive all 4 players until the late game to get as many points as possible.
Well, it definitely worked out with the amount of eliminations you were able to put up. Now, with this amazing match that you have, what kind of momentum can you carry on into Erangel? How is the team feeling?
The momentum ကို Erangel ကိုဘယ်လိုမျိုးယူရမလဲအတင်းအောင်အခုချိန်ခံစားချက်ဘယ်လိုရှိလဲ
ကျွန်တော်ဒီ Erangel ကိုတော့အရင်ကအမားတွေကိုပဲကျွန်တော်အဓိကပြင်ပြီးတော့အကောင်းဆုံးဆော့သွားမယ် momentum တော့ကျွန်တော်ဒီ momentum ကိုပဲထိန်းပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော် key point တွေယူမယ်အမှတ်တွေယူမယ်အဲ့ဒါပါပဲ
We will keep this momentum and we will get as many points as possible in Erangel.
Well, there you have it, Ichi from BG, wanting to be the champion slayers and continuing on to the grand finals. Back to y'all.
Absolutely, brilliant stuff. Keep that momentum going. It's always tough though, especially with such a packed lobby, such a stacked roster of teams on the menu. But if they can do it again, if they can keep things under control like they did in that last one, brilliant stuff. They were able to move around nades like I've never seen before, Blank. It seems like they just could not connect when they're thrown towards the Burmese Ghouls.
Could not. I mean, Burmese Ghouls 20 points right now. I think that aiming for a late game finish, I think works quite well in the favor of the Burmese Ghouls. I think that they're most comfortable in that 4-man endgame, personally. Oh, Rosemary going down this early is not great. That's actually very rough for Alter Ego. Currently in second place with 18 points. Like, this is the time to continue pushing further up the tables. That felt like not even a scout down towards that position. Especially on this circle as well. You'd imagine there would be a team playing either Milter Power or Mini Milter. In this case, it's Boars. Who would probably want to take one of those buildings just in case for basically contingency sake. So for Rosemary just to rush that compound, that feels wrong in my head.
Yeah, it is definitely not ideal losing your player early on that east side. Ooh. Yeah, nasty stuff. You know where the balls are. Bad news bears all around. Rosemary not going to be happy with that one. Genji on the south side rotate close to the walls. Actually, the Falcons are getting stuck in, trying to skewer that rotation from the sidelines. Alliance as well, just a little bit ahead of this. And Genji may be happy to play up towards the bridge. The area around this east bridge blank is getting really full of teams, and they're all trying to roll around and claim some of this land. Ralph goes down, knocked by a player from Wolves. Looks like Gen G maybe pulling up short as well. Players are starting to fall. Actually, it's Falcons who lose Ralph fully. And in 3 teams rotating almost entirely exactly on top of each other. We'll see what more they can do. Narvalo goes 1-for-1 with Claws. And I imagine they're both going to try and bunker down together. I think Falcons may be closer for the res, but the question is accessibility here.
Yeah, I think for Gen G, it's a little bit easier to sort this fight out. And I think for the Falcons, with just Koa here now and Redux off the distance, yeah, I think this is a bit of a wash right now for the Falcons. This game is going to have to be a case of just set it and forget it. Put it behind you. Likely not to get too many more points, just trying to live out, which is exactly what Redux is going to try to do going forward. He's probably sending towards the center of the zone at the moment, or trying to.
I mean, even the center of the zone here, not super favorable. It's sort of in Milta around that roadblock right now. And the Burmese Ghouls pretty much have control of it on their 2-2 split. Controlling that northwest side, forcing that fight to happen could be pretty good for them. Koa is under so much pressure here, and Quick was on the hunt. Even swaps to the passenger seat to get the spray down. Falcons down to 1 player. Blank, it's not looking like we're going to see them over in the finals.
I think for the Falcons right now, it's hard as well. It's hard for me to say because I do really like the Falcons, but from how they've played in all of their aspects of this tournament, I have not been impressed, sadly. I think Narvalo's had some really... I think Narvalo is the one player that I have actually really enjoyed watching from that team, and I think he's given it his all and played his heart out here at PMGC. But even for him, this is a case of like that's a long time coming for him as a player to really step up in a big way. But I've really enjoyed Narvalo's play. For the rest of the team, I'm kind of just curious of what's going on within the structure, because Koa is better than this. I think everyone at home knows he's better than this as well. So I don't know what's happening.
It's not great from Falcons on the south side right now with 1 player left standing. Just Redux is there. We've seen so much from this roster in the past as well, climbing to well, last year at PMGC, for instance, pretty similar roster, getting all the way up to, what was it, 3rd place, right, in the London finals. But since then, it's just been moving from survival to survival, from not really having the greatest of times as this roster. So maybe it is time to sunset this roster. Maybe they need some new horizons. It's been together for a long time now. Unless they think they can pull it back together, which, to be fair, I would greatly respect if they tried to stick with it for another 2 seasons, for another year after this one. And we are kind of already counting them out here, but I think it's a reasonable thing to bring up.
I mean, they're consistently in PMGC, and they're consistently like making it to the top of the tables in their own region. So I don't think it's time to sunset their roster. I worry for them in terms of international success. You went straight to taking them around the back of the shed. I was like, whoa.
Well, you know, you gotta make sure that your players feel confident. And to be fair, often that decision may not come from the organizational standpoint, right? It might be the players themselves. And as you said before, it may be that they want more international success and therefore might leave the roster, try and pursue other avenues. Of course, this is pure speculation, and I don't want to give anyone the idea that I've got inside knowledge, but that definitely is a factor in decision making, right? If you're a player that thinks, I'm better than this roster right now, I'm being held back, you are going to look at other opportunities, and that can really start to shake the foundations of the team.
Potentially. Again, for them, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes Falcons do start out really terribly and able to claw it back, but that's usually clawing it back towards the 3rd place, and 3rd place right now will not do the trick, sadly. Alter Ego, Burmese Ghouls, 2 teams that are up towards the top. Burmese Ghouls, not the team I expected to be in 1st place after the first game of the day, but what I'm pleased to see there. I think they've improved a lot as the games have gone on. Alter Ego, though, I think that they're a little bit all over the place. I think they have massive potential, though. Massive potential. But there are games where I think they're the best team that makes silly mistakes. I'll put it that way.
I think it might be up between them and Weibo, right? It feels like those two rosters have similar sorts of like, yeah, we got smart ideas, but then, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, Soup's gone down. Oh no, Order's out. Alva's fallen. Oh, Rosemary, what have you done? It's that sort of thing that seems to crop up for them, maybe more than some of our other rosters. The circle shift goes a little bit further up north, and Weibo actually going to waste no time rotating around towards Prison. Burmese Ghouls regroup off their 2-2 split that was across the road from the north exit of Milta. And they will need to... Actually, they may not need to move for a little bit longer, but up towards Shelter. That's where teams are going to be looking to turn their attention. And the Wolves and Gen G, they can't leave each other alone, Blank.
Well, they are just hunting each other down frequently. And the Wolves are ahead, so they'll be able to get into the circle a little bit quicker than them. But the difference, in my opinion, between Weibo and Alter Ego is that Alter Ego is willful mistakes, whereas Weibo is just like, oh, we really sucked that fight. But no pun intended. No pun intended. But I think Weibo also has this weird consistency of weird tendency to be like, oh my god, they have just annihilated that team, and that was the most insanely well set up fight I've ever watched. To then go to looking like a 10th place team versus other squads who aren't even that great either. I think that's the one thing that's annoying for me about Weibo, is that one game they can look like the best team in the world, the next they can look like a middle of the pack team.
It's not what you need either. When you need a top two, they were in the contest for one of their 3 spots from their group, but not here anymore. Pause. Moving very close to Papa Supermassive, and Nico going to take a lot of fire, but his vehicle eats the majority of it. Lost in the hovercraft. Will bring up the rear there. Looks like they're going to get away with it scot-free and actually leave Boars around the edge of Prison, which is a tough place to be playing right now on this circle. In the meantime, we saw Gen G rock up on towards Arc Red. They've taken a knock towards Arc Red. It looks like it may be unresable as Satan jumps on in towards Hardboy. Ramses as well, getting controlled by Claws. And there is a little bit of back and forth, to be fair, as Gen G lose 1, but 2 is the price they'll pay. Hardboy being burnt out of the shack, but Quick is there with the backup. Coming through from Easy for Bad Boy. It is a trade. Once more, Arc Red, they will be burnt out and they will fall down. I think there may be one more of their players alive in the midst of it, or are they all gone and taken the knee? I think they're out. I think they're done.
Arcred's done and dusted in this game. Cut out on the sidelines. In a circle, playing some high ground towards the center of the circle, around where Shelter is. But mostly they are just playing around the Shelter openings. Prison becoming a real hot spot. Hello. Okay, what a delivery.
Fair enough. You take those. Sometimes the rest of Alliance want to roll on in. A little bit delayed, a little bit asynchronous from them, but they get 3 players up to the entrance. Redox nade. Oh, it's huge for Falcons. And Alliance just, they're gone. They're done and dusted. And Redox is a solo. He's down in the Shelter.
Such a good push from Alliance as well. They battering rammed it. They took out loops, and only to go down like that is really depressing. That was the time we're like, yes, loop, yes, Alliance, you're so good. This is what we've been waiting for. Only to get naded by Redox on a bounce. I mean, oh dear. Anyway, that's frustrating. I like that from Alliance as well. That felt like I hope that doesn't dissuade them, because I think they need more plays like that. More aggressive plays to take position in the lobby, and they would have done fine if they just backed off slightly from that angle where the nade comes out. They were taking shots from Burmese Ghouls, but again, like I said, I hope that really doesn't dissuade them from making those plays. that was a good play, in my opinion.
Right, well, we'll see if that's going to cost them on the nerves front, because Team Flash are making it cost for GK to try to rotate through this open ground. Nerzed just about getting away with it. Kevin across the way, but they are going to slam straight into the balls, and Papa Supermassive and Weibo if they continue on this road. And they can't turn around, Blank. This should be done and dusted with GK. I don't think they're going to get...
Yeah, no, they're going to struggle. They're definitely going to struggle. Prison is way more populated than I thought it was going to be at this point in time. GK doesn't really have too many options to move out. Like they ever try and push through Papa Supermassive as well as balls, or they pass down to all the sidelines coming through from the Flash. So for GK, this is a matter of time. Good shots from Weibo though. Actually stealing a lot of these from distance on the northwest side of it. No, Germany schools taking 2.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Gen G have been circling around. They're up to 5 elims now, Blank. They've been scrapping it out, but Alter Ego going to chime in. They want the Burmese ghouls in those final circles with them. They want a rematch. See if they can do it. The Boars sending the hovercraft down on the rocky face there and hopping in, hopping out. I mean, it seems to be going badly for everyone as Papa Supermassive are eliminated. But hang on a minute. No, the Boars actually stay alive as 4 players. And that might be resible. I don't think they're getting the hovercraft back, though. I think that was an invested, sunk cost.
I don't think it needed to be invested. They kind of like tried to drop it on him like an anvil. Didn't do any damage. But it looked quite cool in the moment. Weibo, though, very happy that the hovercraft taken out of commission, I guess. Emmy's ghouls go down to the play zone. I don't know if that's points denial. I think it was. They were on the south side. They were getting cut out by the Flash. Which, at this stage of the game, I am okay with points denial. You know, it kind of feels troll in the other lobbies, but for here, with only top 2, you're currently in first place. You just deny those points.
I mean, I think generally point denial is a pretty solid strat. I'll touch on more of that as we watch the balls try and make their way past over towards Weibo. As Team Flash actually kind of now crunched in behind, right? They do have the option to go a little bit further west, but that would mean pushing over towards the shelter positions for Alter Ego, for Inner Circle as well. For Team Flash, it may be a question of just marching this fight forwards, forcing the balls to drop themselves off the cliff towards prison. But yeah, in general, I think that overall point denial, very, very valuable strat. We've seen, I think now there was a single point difference on 3rd and 4th in Group Red, a tiebreak at 3 ways on 11th place in Group Green. Very, very close bubbles being fought, even on these 3-day sets. And single points really, really do matter. So in general, I do think that denying points in pretty much any lobby, unless you're playing out 6 or 7 days, is a good idea.
Yeah, it's just annoying to me when I see a team that's in like an end game where it's a 2v4 and you deny the points there. Because there is possibility of winning that 2v4, right? And I think that even if you just get 2 elims, that's still good. That's where it annoys me. There's those situations where even like there's sometimes you get 3v4s and they deny points then. I'm like, no, just take the fight. You should just take the fight and try and win the game off that.
Oh, Influence Rage, 9ZG. Influence Rage doing pretty well here on the northern side. 9ZG trying to crash in on the museum. Law gets spotted, but a big nade comes through from Lil Boy and a follow-up as well, and it takes them all down. Evaporated on the walls. 2 nades is all it takes, and 9ZG will fall. Good news for Influence Rage. They got 7 elims, Blank, and they're already guaranteed for that extra placement as well. There's Alter Ego now with Gen G rocking up on them. Need to hold their nerve. Remember, they lost Rosemary earlier, but it's all up to Alva now. And Gen G going to force him down into the bunker. The last player to stand, the res is on the outside possible. Claws, now he doesn't want to wait for it, because Team Flash bearing down upon them fast as you like. Into the buggy, into the backseat, but Win goes down first. There's a trade. No, not going to be flushed away. Nearly goes their way, but it will now be more players that Alva was dealing with before on the outside.
No time.
Okay.
Time for Inner Circle's moving across. This seems like a kind of a crazy and wild swing from them. They do get the initial shot through. It's going very well.
Okay, just Falak the casualty here. Tops now left standing behind the vehicles, looking for more. Falak not going to be flushed out just yet. Bo's on the high ground. Win gets the heal off, so now a 2v2 on this small engagement, on this skirmish. Noki wins the first. Win now the last to deal with. He's out in the smoke. He's got the pump action. On this south side, they're not in the zone and they need to keep moving. One flush found towards inner circle, and T24 will spot him, but he goes down to it. Win wants to challenge, and it's Noki to stand, goes for the spray, and it's Team Flash to fall. The rollout works out well for inner circle.
Oh my God, what a swing from inner circle. Did not expect that. Weibo's still going strong. They held out towards prison. They got 6 elims off the back of that. But for inner circle, that gave me a heart attack. Like, it's not, definitely not the most necessary of pushes. But if you want points, you're here fighting and you're confident to take it, just take that fight. It clears out so much space. Influence Rage, though, nice. Reach out from them. They send Law slightly down. They scout out what's going down on that south side. But yeah, for inner circle, I don't think it was necessary to do. But in terms of points and just securing the southern portion of the circle, fair enough. Do it.
Taking a look at the state of the lobby. Blank, I mean, Influence Rage, they're converting off an already strong game. They got 13 points last match. They're looking to try and pick up a big one here as well. But the Burmese Ghouls down. They are going to be taking first place. Albert is just going to stand there. And he's now giving the game away. They know he's in there. Falak does take a little bit of shrapnel, but that will be healed up nice and quickly. And inner circle up to 9 elims here, Blank. On the southwest side, though, they're the most penned-in team. Weibo Gaming trying to find some open ground to play with.
He may as well have wrapped himself in Christmas paper and then tied a little ribbon around his head. It was just an elimination present. Curious maneuver from Albert. A lot of time, I feel, to try and wrap out or crawl out into the field. Something, anything would have been great. Weibo now looking over towards inner circle, but a great shot from Noki. This guy on some of these off angles, so damn accurate. 600 damage on the grenade on the game already is lovely to see.
Falak standing closer. He's flexing out for them for inner circle. They are just about on the edge of this one. With the res needing to come through from Weibo to keep themselves up as 4. I know that it's not going to get regrouped towards at the moment as well. They can move a little bit more freely on Falak's position. He's really going to take that opportunity. The nade's still rolling forwards, not quite connecting. Suk steps out into it. See, just about dodges back behind. There's another one under the vehicle. That doesn't touch on. Order gets the heal off. Damage is done, but Falak doesn't quite capitalize on a sliver of an opportunity. But when you don't know where they're playing with those 3 smokes out, you just can't be sure.
Those are some of the rawest grenades I've ever seen. Not cooked at all. Spent no time. He let them look at the oven before he sent them out. Could have probably had a double elim there if he'd cooked them up a little bit more. Down a 3-way at the moment with 3 players on inner circle and then 4 for 4 on both Influence Rage and Weibo. Weibo has the circle to play around with on this aggressive 2-2 split.
Yeah, this shift has really helped them out pretty effectively. Suk does take a lot of damage from range, and I mean, inner circle are just beaten down on this Weibo position. Suk and Order have been through it. Falak, I mean, as you said before, if those nades had been able to connect, this is a very, very different game as well. With the opening of that south flank, Influence Rage looking to get ready to leave. Up towards that ridge line, you expect them to be moving out, and they are going to head over towards this north point of Weibo. With the pressure that's felt on the south side, there may not be enough backup here.
It's a lot for Weibo to handle. And like, gonna get harder and harder. Luckily, Weibo holds some pretty damn strong areas. They've got a small outpost here. I think for Weibo, it's kind of game over right now. I don't know what the plan is. Like, why sit here if you have no nades to defend with?
It's,
okay, there we go.
Order's getting one back out. I think they were just on chain healing each other right there. And the nades now from T24's pocket going to start to chime on in. probably starting to run a little bit dry. An immediate 1-2 punch. Noki and Falak.
What's up? What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late. I'm so late. But I didn't miss the end game of match 2. The first game we have the alter ego getting away with the chicken. Oh, 3-3? No. They want to get a second place. I think that's what the play is for. Oh, they got the second place. They got the second place. WBG versus Influence Rage. 2 versus 4. Can they clutch? It's gonna be really, really hard. Oda got one. Nope, no shot. IDNF secured the second chicken dinner of the day. Guys, I think at this stage, only top 2 can qualify. I think WBG will not make it. I think it's gonna be the alter ego, and I'll give it to Falcon. Yeah, my bathroom time is done. All right.
Just was sitting ducks were order and Sook there. I like the play from 33Z where he sends away.
I took a shower. That's why I took it a bit long. I wanna, wash myself clean and go live. All right. Fight Royale very locked in. We'll see. We'll see.
Which was pretty damn good play from them, though. To be fair.
A lot of solid plays in that one. Some questions.
Did you accept my friend request? Yes, I did. I did.
That inner circle rolled up towards that same bunker as well, as they were able to clear out that.
Look at my clothes. Xifan playing ping pong. I like this brand. Bro, sweating? No, it was like I just finished the shower, so yeah, a bit sweating. Xifan 5 hearts win. Before we play the 5 hearts, I have something to tell you guys. And thank you PUBG Mobile for sponsoring today's live stream.
Their first chicken dinner here in Last Chance. This one was wild.
Just 1 second, my piece is lagging.
They made some very bold pushes. I think we're definitely seeing teams.
Hero had a nasty backstab, but bro didn't have patience.
We only got 2 days, so we're seeing a lot more riskier gameplay for sure.
Oh yeah, some teams are gonna.
Yeah, I think if he waited a little bit longer, he may be able to get at least 2 knocks confirmed. Maybe is it possible?
Of Team Flash into Shelter itself. The nades though, not ideal. Victor, I have to say, Falak, as much as we love saying how good he is with the utility here, so much of it was wasted on Weibo. The fact that Weibo just lived against what was that, maybe 10 plus nades thrown their way.
Yeah,
it's kind of wild.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that he wasn't close enough to them to get those really close range nades. That's his specialty, and he just wasn't close enough, Max. He was too far away. He was like, I'm not Doc, what is this? I'm Falak. And it's just not working. So I did like the idea that he went back to his team, regrouped, got more nades, and tried again later on. So again, it's that momentum, their mentality of we need to push and push and push and push, which is really nice. But Influence Rage, on the other hand, on the north side, just able to 2-2
Can you guys see this?
Museum, wait for everything to start erupting, and then make the pushes they did.
Do you guys recognize any of the creator here? Do you guys recognize any of the creators here? So basically, during the PMGC Grand Finals in Thailand, these creators got invited to play at the LAN event. So on December 13th, they will be playing I believe they will be playing the show match, and we have some NA creators got invited to the event. So I'll be watching the event live, and but I didn't get invited. PUBG, why? I didn't get invited. Anyway, that's the evil Xifan speaking. So we need to go check out the Bangkok creator event during the PUBG Mobile Global Championship. Yeah, basically, it's gonna happen. It's going to happen on December 13th. I'm not sure what the format is all about. Wait, do you guys recognize any of these? Do you guys not recognize any of the guys here? Seriously? Farouk, you guys know, right? Do you guys know Farouk? Farouk, 100%. Because you moved to China? Wait, fun fact. The flight tickets from China to Thailand is way cheaper. Just saying. Just saying.
You can say the frustration because
How many creators do you guys recognize here?
This is too clutch, Max.
Let me make a count. Let me make a count. Okay, I know Farouk, T-Mac, Yamna.
We thought he was a teammate.
But
no, it was Rondo.
Don't know who.
I keep saying this. The issue with Falcons is losing players early game. It just keeps happening, and you don't have a recall tower on Erangel. Not yet. Maybe in the future. If
I know WK19. We met each other doing the like the devs talking at Shenzhen.
I thought they were going to do the mistake.
He's from Thai.
Yeah, some really good stuff. There you go, little boy able to take out that really big danger player from
Are these like Thai super bro? Are these like Thai celebs? Are these like superstar from Thailand or something? These guys at the middle.
I feel like it's a compact.
Do you guys recognize any of these guys at the middle?
Struggle for that position. But we see a lot of rotations coming through here, and it's a Weibo on the north side, inner circle.
They dressed up like they're, you know, the Thai celeb or something, like singer, the pop singer or something. I know Lu Power. Alucard, I've heard of him. Besides that,
there's another squad over there. I forgot the name who it was, but there were two.
Lapar, we know Lapar. Lapar came to our chat during the Ultimate Royale time, so we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. We know. I know 6. I know. I don't know how many of you know them, but I only know 6. I only know 7 of them. 7 of them. Out of these are probably like, you know, 40 people, 40 creators. I think these guys are the Thailand superstar.
Maintain some balance in the zone itself.
Jin Wunk. Jin Wunk. Who's Jin Wunk?
It's on the board. We can see right here.
Let me check.
Picking up 20. Weibo getting 15. They so desperately needed, especially after having a rough Rondo
Is this him?
match. We got 2 more. Erangel's left.
Check it out. I've got Wilders over here.
Oh my god, bro. Why did my YouTube
we had to get
was just ridiculous, right? Just so much aggression.
That's him.
I think we're gonna start seeing a little bit more of that, especially in this next Erangel, because
oh my god, Chief's boyfriend.
Falling behind already. I mean, this is only 2 days, right? You really can't afford a bad game.
Yeah, really. You can't afford to have too many bad matches. I mean, some teams just had a bad game after a really good Rondo. I'm looking at Bernie's.
Yeah, I knew they were the singers.
But I watch your eyes as he walks by. What a sight for sore eyes.
W singing, I guess. Looks handsome too. Chat, I'm falling in love. This is better than 5 hearts under one roof. What do you think? Yeah, so he will be playing. He will be attending to the event. Yeah, there are probably gonna be a lot of like Thailand fangirls gonna be there. But anyway, let's go back to the watch party. Yo boy, got the MVP of the second match. Xifan seems better. I mean, do you guys know what? I actually participated in some of the scene, like a contest, while I was in university. I actually got a 3rd place. So my singing is not too shabby, you know? That's why I can replicate the Hindi song that well, you know? What do you say it?
Look how far behind.
Wait, how do you sing it?
Wow.
Bro, you know what?
Okay,
what's the Hindi song?
Something though, I'm gonna predict that it's really
Ghost
gonna come down to
married.
that final game tomorrow because
I'm not
the
his
in the top 5 are
husband.
So close. I mean, yes, Influence Ranger.
Imagine I got the sound
a little bit with it, Max. But look at AE 23, Burmese Ghouls 21.
Okay, that's obviously not the song name. You guys mentioned it, the song name.
Right now, I do think we're
Let me check it out.
Probably another group red situation where it's all coming down to that last match.
Hey, even if you're 90 Globin, you pull
Where's that?
a DRX Miramar win, you're in top 2. I'm just, hey, technically it is
What's the name of the song, by the way? Let me check. This one? I think. Oh, this one. 11 years ago, bro. How come an 11 years old song went viral in China?
शर्मा के गलियों से गुजरती थी चोरी चोरी चुपके चुपके चिट्ठियां लिखा करती थी कुछ कहना था शायद उसको
आंखें खुली हो या हो बंद. Wait, the girl's married, but I'm not his husband. Why they're dancing then? Dang. Oh my god, this is exactly my singing, chat. Wait, it's a group singer? It's not just one guy? Alright, copyright coming. Alright, never mind.
It is in
Okay, Cooley, ho ya, Hoban.
The top 4 players though of this game. Sook is up there, 33Z actually. I really want to highlight 33Z. I know we harp on.
No, I'm praising the Hindi song that are made 11 years ago.
Next to Shelter Prism was so pinpoint accurate. So I'm
wait, is that channel owned by T Series?
In this lobby for the side of Weibo, and same for Noki that.
Okay, Cooley, oh yeah, what's the name
literally the entirety
of that line? No matter if my eyes close or open, I always think about you. Is that the song is actually 25 years old? Damn. Imagine.
I mean, Naki really was the glue that held the team together when they pushed Flash, right? Because he was down like 2 HP. He was able to get, I think, pretty much a full reset, at least back up to a 3-man, right? Off of the back of that push with Team Flash. So he was able to
show you guys
just clutch it up
why he went viral on
We've seen him
Chinese
do it
TikTok.
before. He did it again, and I look forward to the next game where he's going to do it one more time.
Dan, by the way, 33Z, that drive towards the end, Max, man. Oh, I thought he had that double run over in the bag, but it was just that the wheel from that buggy, the MVP, right? Just stiff arming him right there at the last second, and Inner Circle survive a little bit longer there. But you know, a great first couple of matches. We're going into match number 3. Okay. It's still too early, I think, to start calling like any kind of wild strategies. I think at this point you still kind of play your game.
Check this out, chat.
The thing is,
check
though,
this
like,
out.
let's just
oh my god, these guys been trolling like crazy. Check this out.
Next one, right? How bad do you think that's going to disrupt the rest of the lobby?
Check this out. All right, you guys ready?
What? What?
What does it mean?
What? 他淹没下笔，大成宏图。别墅里面唱 K。
Yeah. Oh my god, they even did a remix on the song. That is crazy. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. It's all over on Chinese TikTok. Look at it, bro. Holy shit. Oh my god. Bro, 1 million likes. 1 million likes for this short. Oh my god. What? 1 million likes? Holy shit. It's all over, guys. It's all over my socials, man. I'm telling you. Every Chinese guy be like singing in front of the Indians, see if they can recognize the song. Is actually crazy. It's everywhere. Wow. That is crazy. Bro, everyone knows. How come Chief didn't know the song? How come when I sing it like during the match, how come Chief didn't know, bro? He's fake Indian. I swear. Oh my god. 2 million likes. Holy shit. What the heck is this? Oh my god. Everyone like this went so viral, it's actually crazy, bro. I don't even know why.
wait. Where are you from?
India.
India, okay.
3, 2, 1, go! Again,
It's freaking. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. All right, let's go back to the game. And thank you, PUBG Mobile, for sponsoring this live stream. Okay, cool. Let's go.
That push, but I just think it's because of this last chance. They're like, you know what? We gotta get elimination. We gotta risk it here.
Yeah.
When we were talking about disrupting the lobby, I was talking about like, stuff. If you get a flush onto the play, knows the from a team you want to target.
Playing half here, very comfortable actually for most teams. So overall, so far,
Nonetheless,
Bro, I can't forget it now.
Well, the hot drops really popping out to me right now. Potential for 9ZG. Papa Supermassive to potentially clash, but the circle up towards Stout.
Like singing the song will get copyrighted? There's no way.
Yeah, it's a long shift away from many places we've been heading over towards on the map so far.
Wait, so does Mr. Beast pass T-Series on the sub count? Or T-Series is still number one?
The Flash, nice start for them.
Little boy in the vehicle, hops it on out, Influence Rage. Now, our tournament toppers by 10 points. We caught up with them on the stage to see how they're feeling about it.
You're from India? You're hearing that the first time on the Chinese streamer stream? That is crazy.
Welcome back to a
What?
With the 7WG, I'm joined by Influence Rage, being able to clutch
You're a
up that
fake Indian.
win. Little boy, I
Rabbit,
want you to
you're a
know,
fake
in
one.
the last day of Group Red, you made some tactical changes. Federal was able to sit out.
Mr. Beast still
Coming into
number one by
today, you guys
far.
have 2 great performances. Federal is back in. What led to
Are they
those
playing
changes?
9
What
matches
did you guys
today
change up
since
today as well?
it's 2 days? No, they're
Então,
playing
no
6
último dia
matches.
do grupo vermelho,
6
vocês
matches.
trocaram ali, o Federal pelo Lohanzinho. E agora pro Last Chance vocês viram com o Federal de novo. O que vocês mudaram assim de estratégia, de gameplay?
Bom, eu acredito que a gente é um coletivo muito forte. Então, o momento ali não estava sendo bem aproveitoso pelo Federal e o Lohan entrou.
That movie
bem
has more
quente,
bangers?
e isso faz com
What the
que o
movie is all
Federal de fora
about.
vê
So that's the
o
song
que tá
for a movie.
acontecendo e volte mais forte. E foi isso que aconteceu.
So yeah, we have a very strong
An
team.
Indian
with
saying
different
he
players as well. So
heard this song for the
they
first time.
really
He's not an
decided to
Indian.
Make a little bit of a change. So Federal
That's
can try
crazy.
to like watch a little bit of like our game and how we are playing and the mistakes that we are making. So right now we come back with him. So he have like a different vision of the game. He saw us play. So yeah, it's great.
Okay, a bit of a reset there for the players, and it worked out today so far.
The rhyme is
Getting the top
catchy.
4 and now a win, and in this last match, 6 eliminations with only 27 damage. Let's see if Influence Rage can continue on for Brazil.
Do I have Chinese accent when I speak Hindi?
We'll
Okay.
see if they're able to join Alpha 7 over in those finals as well. Because right now, in first place, they would get one of those 2 spots, but...
Sure, it's the code of Yuma
on the track left to
Mikami.
run.
Bro, what are you talking about?
It's
What
an
are you
interesting
talking
one,
about?
actually. I think that's probably the best usage of a 5th player I've seen in quite a while, where it's not a case of, hey man, we just don't like you. It's more of a case of, right, you're
Stop
probably
lost
not
one
finding
player.
success right now. Let's go Lorazin in. Lorazin did quite well, and then you come to last chance, and it's a case of, well, you've
It's
got a
pretty
new
accurate now.
perspective
Wait,
on
Razor,
our
you
game.
can't tell?
It is very different to playing and then watching. Like you have an outside perspective on what they've done, why they've done it. You know, like the internal team.
It's pretty
mechanics as
accurate.
well.
WWW.
So it's good to have Federal
W
come
chat.
back in and basically be like, maybe we shouldn't do that because what I saw wasn't so great. So yeah, getting a fresh set of eyes on it coming into the last chances. That's a great use of a sub.
Yeah, brilliant insight into some mechanics of the swaps
How the
going
heck
on.
Arc is on 13? Wait, people were saying, is it Arc player who got banned? They were saying that guy is like sneak peeking the opponent's phone while playing on the stage is actually crazy. So they were saying like they banned. Are you live on Twitch also? Oh, I'm going live there now. Thank you for the reminder. I was having some internet problem. I forgot to pay the bill and it suspended my internet while I was in the bathroom.
Well, we're just gonna loot. We're just gonna loot for a little bit longer, guys. I think we need to. I think we need some more time down on Millie base. They'll have to get across at some point, though. Head up towards the north side. Loops making their way across right now on our screen, just to the north of the river over Roshok, and we'll be passing through that west.
Oh, it was
side
Twisted Mind.
of the
Okay.
circle, potentially coming
Gotcha,
in conflict
gotcha.
with Weibo, depending on when they pull up, because this lake is kind of a big factor in this one. Those river crossings are going to be pretty tricky. So teams will have to figure out how to navigate this.
100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100% Yeah, not only that, the pizza slice off towards the western side, just south of Saverny. Very open ground, unenjoyable to play in. So a lot of
real
teams that are
FPS AP,
rotating
bro.
on the north side
That's
of the
like
map.
some real
Have
life
to
stream
figure out where
sniper.
They want to play on gas station or even the Wizard
Crazy.
Tower before you make that crossing. But yeah, the
Dude
circle's
definitely made a
super,
name out of it.
Undetermined of where he wants to go. We might get a
All right, I'm
match
live on
battle
Twitch.
circle,
If you guys
head up
gonna go
towards
there,
that'd be
it
cool.
has
I would
better
enjoy a
quality
start finish.
and
I
help
don't think
Ong
we've seen a start
Xifan.
finish in a long,
No,
long
not
time.
Ong
They're kind of
Xifan, bro.
even rarer than,
Help Young Xifan
mini-based
reach
finishes, to be honest.
4 viewers there, please.
At the top of Stelva, so cool. So cool.
Until it goes right to the edge and there's like no safe ground, right? There's a lot of open flatness up there that it can finally finish on. But yeah, certainly in this tournament, it's rarer to see Stalber than to see Sosnovka. We've had
Honestly, I think the
more
top
than our
2 are
fair
between
share
like
of
3
military items
teams.
this tournament,
4
which has been
teams.
great fun to
AE,
watch, but our
IC,
teams maybe not
WBG, and
as happy
Falcon.
about it.
Yeah, I would say so. I think it's a tough area to finish more times.
I still believe in Falcon, by the way.
Some of it is drop
Narvalo, I
based,
want to
some
see
of it
him
is
play more. I
based.
want to see him in the grand
If you can
finals,
get
bro.
vehicles in
He
time,
playing.
the team decides
He
not
played
to.
out of his
There's so many
mind.
variables on Sosnovka, which makes it hard. We have seen multiple teams effectively get strong points on Sosnovka multiple times, so it's not impossible to do.
Which one is very good competitive for competitive players? To be honest, I've tried both. I don't like either. I don't like either of them.
There's so many factors that went into their gameplay that made that possible. It's
Macropean.
hard to count.
Welcome to Twitch.
Right now, though, most teams are just rotating in, trying to avoid those fields in general. So Yaz fields on that south side. So again, this is what
Bro, I have lost hope. Like, you know, I've lost. You know, they have like a dead weight. His guard playing for Wolves. It's gonna be really hard for Coops better and Dorian to carry that guy out of the last chance and go to grand finals. To be honest. Dude, they've just been performing so bad. There's like no way.
Not going to see that until
That
maybe the next
I think
stage,
Wolf
depending
can get it
on
out
where
here.
we end
You know,
up.
they couldn't get it out when there's like top 7. All Mexicans think they can get it out when there's top 2 only. Like top 2 advance, by the way, chat. This is the last chance. Everyone else going home, but the top 2 teams.
And maybe won't see those pushes that you want.
Ribbit, thank you for the follow.
Again, blank.
Wait, Kakara, thank you guys for the follow.
They are playing as 3, which is
Do they allow your own earphones or headphones in LAN? Yes, they do. It depends. It depends. In the back in the PMGC I played, they don't allow. You have to use the HyperX because it was sponsored. But if there's no sponsors, no earphone company sponsoring the event, you can use your own. You can use whatever. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, it actually might be
Stalber finish. Interesting. This is gonna be a really test for a lot of teams here, because I believe like Stalber zone is the kind of zone where teams practice the least. So it's always interesting to see how these teams can play in a zone like this. At least like back when I wasn't playing pro, like when it comes to Stalber zone, I literally had no clue. Like.
I mean, it couldn't be more central than this. It looks like Alter Ego.
Besides going for the central position, you know, we don't really know what to do. I mean, we know the higher grounded the better, but the thing is, Stalber being so like there's so many like sidelines that the enemies can shoot you. Like it's really hard, you know, to do a split, to hold a good spot, and stuff like that. You basically just like pray, full state and pray basically for these kind of zones.
The teams are clambering their way on up. We'll see.
WZJJ, welcome to the Twitch, my guy.
I mean, Alter Ego sent up first, like you say. Kameshki.
Have you ever used the IEM's earbuds, or is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. I think it's too expensive for what it is. For gaming one, I think the Apple earbud is like the Apple, like the wired earbud is fine. Honestly, you don't need more. You don't need anything more expensive than that.
But yeah, this is a mad dash up the hill.
I think I don't remember. I think the bass is a bit low, but it's decent. It's decent like budget pair. I mean, definitely better than these like $1 shops one. So.
Mission. Into the back of the buggy you go, Ratto Boy getting collected.
Well, be careful, Sook.
School's out.
Sook. Oh my god, bro. Imagine this is that 1 point again that separates them from top 2. Imagine.
He might still have it. Are they going to get it? Oh, the rest just started in time, but they can't afford to let this one go. Or
I got 9 minutes time out for posting a sticker. Is there anything I can do to unban you? Macropean? I don't really know much about Twitch.
I mean, somehow managed to get him out of there.
Gravity, hello, welcome to the chat.
Kind of like Wolves
welcome to our stream.
As you play on the
welcome
northern
to Twitch.
compounds, and if it does keep heading north, then you have a huge advantage on this one. I think you also realizing
you've been watching me for 4 years and never comment or taxing my chat. What makes you what makes you make a comment right now? On Twitch, my guy.
Not a lot of space.
4 years? That's a long time, guys. Appreciate every single one of you being here.
In a circle, though, still going for these pushes. Hard Jukes. And
Gravity, thank you for the follow on Twitch.
Not quite as convincing as the last one there. Just rolling up, losing a player, thinking, oh, no, we're not committing to that. It's a full 4-way ball, to be fair. Not too many teams in position to third party as well. So it wasn't like a third-party roll-up that they looked for in that last match. They do just lose a player.
Now, baby, just probably gonna hold it.
Southeast, so those north side compounds blank. Wolves, even if they did set themselves up a little bit for success, they are
Falcon has a
just now.
really good design.
It's pretty kind to most of our teams, I think it's safe to say.
They can play any shift with that position. Oh no, Order got knocked by. Oh, are they fighting the Alter Ego?
So many squads playing on this north side.
This is not a good time for over peaking, Order. Oh no, WBG falling apart. As I said, this is only really hard. Once one player got knocked, it could be this. It could be a squad wipe if these teams are aggressive. Hero got knocked. Rough position for WBG in this match. They might go out with 0 points, with few points.
Might be pretty bothered by that. We'll have to wait and see. Alter Ego up on the higher ground, up on the observatory.
Hi for Rain. 6'9". Thank you for the follow on Twitch.
They'll have to defend their patch though. They were able to do it in Rondo. And in second place, now's the time. Influence Rage currently in first, and they're all the way out to that north, waiting, biding their time.
Genji all sitting pretty down towards that east side. They've got Kameshki on log. They've got a player over towards the west as well. Quite like Flash's position. That compound's not too bad to play around with. But if you do have to head over towards that northwest, it's essentially the gamble circle, right? You're rolling dices on this one and hoping that you're not heading over towards the top side of the mountain. Because if you are, like, life gets very hard for quite a few of our teams.
Influence Rage hunting down.
ZJJ, thank you for following Twitch.
On a roll up, looking to come in with a fresh pair of eyes, fresh fingers on the trigger, but not connecting on the first challenge.
Oh my God, Geek is
doing a lot against Ragnarok, who has to go for a weapon swap and will find it. Knocked in response. Law now needs to hop into action. Kevin wants the flush, but he will be denied. Diego and Law charging forwards, putting the pressure on the back.
Ill boy, last one, can clutch.
And it finds Diego. It finds Law. A double nade from Nerza to keep them alive, but there's a
wiped.
Where are these shots coming from? It could be in a circle.
Oh my God, he almost thirsty his own player.
Boy now on a desperate rescue mission. Will in a circle
I see. Are they going to third party? I see. What are you doing? I see. Go third party.
Already through.
They have 3 knocks.
Massive, basically just siphoning a
they
lot of
didn't know. They're letting them getting the full reset.
This top of Stalbus.
I see. You need to be aggressive on this.
From Supermassive.
They're running away. Oh no. This could have caused them the game, chat. This could have caused them the game.
Okay, well, I don't think they're going to be too long in their good graces. The shift south is going to mean they will be direct competitors on that northern border. Papa Supermassive taking a knock from Alter Ego. Actually, now they're down to 2 players and maybe looking at third party out. No,
only 2 teams will make it to the grand finals.
This is great. I mean, Weibo immediately move. Look at that, straight up and central. Falcons as well with a pretty decent spot.
Yeah,
Falcons,
we'll see if this is gonna work for WBG. The most love dip play from Sook. Let's see if these play gonna work.
They need to get like 20 points at least on this match to really catch up, I'd say. Because we're almost already 25% the way through the last chance. Like, it's going by quick. It's going by very, very fast.
Yeah, it's a very, very short.
Why don't they explode the car? Sook will get knocked.
That variability really come in to bite you.
I don't know.
Opportunities like this,
Oh, will this work for WBG chat? What do you think? Will this work?
Here.
I don't know, man. It feels like they're gonna
we talk pretty harshly about them.
send them to the death.
I probably talk more harshly
They're
about
sending
them
themselves to the death.
We were criticizing them quite a lot during
Nerdy,
the games.
Nertiku, thank you for the follow on
If they
Twitch.
can't do it here, then I think we'll be definitely vindicated. If they can.
Only 2, yep.
Then
They
maybe
missed
we'll have
all
to,
of their shots
reconsider our
previously,
approach
so
to them,
now
but
this is a
it
last
is, again,
chance.
just the one
You
game
only
out as
get
well.
2.
They do need more to prove it. Influence Rage with
Oh my god, I see. This could not be a throw. You can't throw this harder than this. What did I say? This is gonna cost them. And they got wiped by Influence. Where they had the shot to push up.
Very Brazilian gameplay. It's so,
They had the shot to push up, wipe INF,
which is the main thing.
and they failed miserably.
And they keep pulling it off here because Hardboy finds the shot.
I
the
see.
Little boy. And now, with 2 players left, Influence Rage, they've got 6 ceilings. They're almost up to 40 points blank. So
The body count is
no
up,
matter what,
or setting up the right now.
start to their last chance stage. And they will be able to repair themselves and give it a good go. Moving in from the north side, though, will be fraught with danger.
Wolfie's fighting 9Z.
In their way,
9Z.
And Boars as well as Arcred, who would be giving them a tough time for the time being. Teams crunching in. No one really convincing just yet, but this southeast side might change that.
Nine said Globan actually have to deal now with the
No,
Wolves.
Coops.
Baton
Oh, Coops got 1.
here, and Coops is
They're down to
also
2.
really low. So
Wolf,
there's 2
can
players
you
up here.
make it a clean?
Well, Nine said Globan, they're going to get Reyes back on his feet immediately.
Will this be a clean team fight?
Immediately. Coligo now. I wonder how many players are still left on Wolves.
All right, let's check Hizagard. Let's check what Hizagard is doing during this fight.
Around. So there is that res possible too.
Better is resing Doring.
You're right, Baton actually.
Okay, Doring got rest.
Back up here.
Doring's holding the nade.
Playing as 4.
Now
With 2 on the inside. You got Arc Red as well on this east.
Oh, nice. Doring got knocked again, but Doring got the trade. Zoom in, buddy. Zoom in, buddy.
Continues to pop off. Doran's immediately re-knocked, and Arc Red do start to lay down the ordnance onto the inside. The Wolves struggling to get rid of the remnants here of 9ZG.
Zoom in, buddy. Holy sh.
Under duress, Coops moves towards the back. The Wolves still just looking for these reses. They're playing this really slow, and Arcred is slowly extracting pints of blood from it.
Yeah, I kind of hope that Wolves would have just popped a nade in that small room at this point. Or
They can. They kept smoking it.
Really. I don't think that's the hardest position to clear out. Wolves are making it look very, very tough. I think they are out of Utah, which is the big issue.
They have to hold
But
this.
to be honest with you,
And
the
BG came
rotation that Wolves made,
to the back, so that
quite
gave
enjoyed
Wolf,
it. The fact they were
Team
able to
Wolf a
swing
chance to
around
clear
and
these
take
2
this fight
9Z
with
players
9ZG already
so they can
start the
better
fight
defend the
fairly
compound.
well.
But can they do it? Hizagard still also defense. I don't know where he's holding.
To outside forces, finally. There's the nade. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, for Wolves, pretty
They did wipe
successful,
9Z.
honestly.
Doring clutched it big time, bro.
Longer about it than they could do, but they will.
Hexar be AFKing that fight.
From there.
I'm telling you guys.
Meanwhile, Team Flash, Loops, both have
Only 2 days for the last chance. 2 days. 2 days only.
Has been shocking. It's been dangerous and no one really happy with it. Ratto Boy now with a challenge, a 1v1 to try and get a little bit deeper into this match.
Nice.
A little point scoring opportunity maybe. Steps out wide, but Ratto Boy has the bead and will be able to transition now further. But you got Weibo, you got Alter Ego, you got Godspeed from Burmese Ghouls on that south side who will be taking shots, and you've got to think that they know where Ratto Boy
You're
is gonna
1 minute behind?
How the mighty have fallen.
There's no way.
I presume massive bullying everyone on the high ground now suddenly as they descend downwards, get dropped down to one kamikaze. He gets pilfered pretty quickly.
We'll see.
That's how fast the balls were rifling through his pockets there. Did have a low 3 vest. So
Oh my god, AE fighting Falcon?
Falcons, they've been bumped down to 2. They did not hold this central position.
Rolf
has to push back
about to get knocked.
If there is a third-party angle chiming in,
Rolf did get knocked.
if they have an angle on that. But the nade from Snake finds it. Now it's all up to Koa. Alter Ego descending successfully.
Nice. Koa got the bounce nade.
It's not done just yet. 2v1 on the inside.
Rosemary at the back covering.
Has to run down as well. Charging.
Come on, come on, come on.
Falcons will fall. They'll be able to pick Krypton back up.
Oh my god, very tight spray from Rosemary.
And that is, again, a blot on the Falcons' record.
But 7 elims right now for Alter Ego. It's a good game. They had that strong start over on Rondo. Now looking to continue.
How are these solos surviving this long, guys? I don't get it.
Consistently been towards these end games, but still only in 7th place, right? Going down a little
Alter
bit.
Ego farming, baby.
Alliance attempt to move
Alter
forward,
Ego
but
farming, baby.
Alter Ego's got some great angles on the lobby at the moment, playing on this northwest side.
They wiped the
And
Falcon.
they're
Okay,
taking
Falcon's not
advantage as
making
well,
it.
which is nice to see.
Bro, AE just too good. AE is just too good for this lobby.
It's one thing having them available. It is that little bit extra, of course, as you say, to take advantage, to start to utilize them. The circle.
Bro, they were so confident in pushing on Falcon. Also, are you gonna play Ultimate Royale? No, not today.
For it as well, if they head up north, and yeah, looks like the Wolves are going to be a little bit faster with the Boars on this approach. Meanwhile, Weibo suffering.
Hero got knocked
Holes
and
coming through
Thursday.
for the Burmese Ghouls,
Win out.
who are in 3rd place right now with 4 elims and may be able to rack up a couple more if they can spot Wolves on the run out.
Start the Rosemary glazing.
For the Wolves,
I don't want to start it too soon. I don't want to
on
curse
the
them.
Eastern edge, where they can kind of play around.
I really don't want to curse
cut
them like I
sidelines
did
off
in
from some of
the
our teams
group
on
stage.
the western side. It just depends how they want to clear. 'Cause I think if you're the Wolves, you'd love
Welcome
to get
back,
rid of the
Mohammed.
Wolves, but that is a tough team to get rid of on that northern side. See how they do approach it. And I think they absolutely know the Wolves are down here on the south. Basically, Wolves need an opener. Need a knock over towards Boars, and then they can start to push through. Trying to get Igor up front, though, at the moment. Coops is distracting.
And it is really competing for that cliffside right now that you saw before the Boars.
Yeah, the
and
PMGC
the
is
Wolves
like
both in the middle, but the Boars being
conflicted
in the
with
circle already.
the Ultimate Royale.
Just wait this one out, try and choke it to play that position. Alter Ego, they've been slowly making their way down the mountain very successfully, has to be said, with 8 elims. This is
Bro,
much
out of all that, they only got 2
stronger of a showing
kills
than on
for
their
Team
Rondo,
Wolf.
where they were so quiet. Not that they needed to be loud. They were a little bit quiet until the very late game.
Ooh.
They've definitely been more involved here. Doing all right. Weibo looking for Godspeed. But the Burmese Ghouls, I mean, they love dodging these nades, and it feels like they don't actually know where Godspeed is.
Oh!
No, they're just sending
There's
stuff
just
through.
no chance for them to,
unfortunately
from
feels
this
in front of
position, to fight back.
Immediately being
How
taken
are
out.
you
Even
able to?
just Suk left remaining for the squad. A sad DBS in hand.
Getting to top 2,
No bow and arrow.
only getting the placement points won't be enough. You need a bunch of kills. You need a lot of kills. And when the zone shifts on you, you gotta literally secure the chance and get the chicken with a bunch of elims. And the Alter Ego is doing exactly that.
Sometimes they are doing work or starting to move up to that ridge line, but maybe a little bit too bold with it. Igor actually moving.
Okay, Havlik doing the Havlik thing.
Kind of backed up to it.
Not too surprised.
Wolves slowly making their way down. I
Exart
think for the Boars,
moving up.
they're
They should
taking
have
their
someone
time.
out
I think
there.
the Boars could have
They can wipe
maybe fleshed
VG
out
easy.
on that north side
Why are they not taking the
and
west
showed towards
side
the Alliance, but
of the zone for Team Wolf?
have been
I don't know
so
what is
concerned with
Team
the
Wolf
Wolves
doing.
so long.
They could have easily.
Realistically, nobody else gets
No,
too much
bro.
done there. Alliance,
Jimmy,
though, good shots
how dare you?
over towards Rosemary. Again,
Do not thirst my
it's
Rosemary.
these greedy angles towards the end game.
Do not thirst my Rosemary.
Mostly from Rosemary.
Rosemary, you got zone. This is gonna be huge.
He's gone down first in every single one of their matches so far. I mean, all 2 of their matches so far. Maybe making it a 3-peat. We'll have to wait.
Why
and
is
see. The
Wolf
circle
picking up
does
the
give
hard fight, bro?
Rodrigo some time.
The west side is so
Also
easy to
some
fight. They
time
have to
play
pick on
around
the
with as Wolves really
full
now
squad,
firmly
bro.
control this
What
road.
is this info collecting? Go west side, bro. Kill these 2 PG players. Kill WBG.
Need to expand it by the Wolves to keep this position under control. Force the Boars to move before they do.
See how the Boars go about
No,
this.
now they move up to the rock, bro. They could have taken these rocks by themselves.
Snowix,
I mean, I guess they could still push on them.
To try and move further down. Did you
Bro.
get Havlik up over towards
Wolf
the position
is-
from the Wolves, who he's closer to nade range now.
Wolf
You
had
see
no
Garden
clue.
here pulled the pin on a grenade.
They're just like checking
early.
where's the zone.
Just looking for this initial blast.
Bro, they could have these 2 rocks. They can't wipe BG so easy.
opener would be
But
so
they
huge.
let
The standoff on the
EG
east side has
breathe.
really stagnated things.
And that may cause them the game.
Schools try and crawl in on the west. Now the Wolves with the smokes fading on the ridgeline.
And they're not fighting Boar either, so they just chose the spot where they are getting sandwiched.
Smoke,
pretty
will
much.
still stop the bullets. The Boar's not peaking this. Sook will finally go down, and that is Burmese Schools to stay up and into a 5th place. But they're challenged towards the top spots. This is great. Yatka actually spotting Alva before darting across is pretty huge stuff. Getting a lot of damage in, forcing Alva to go for that heal.
Oh, okay. Hexart.
Wolves find another Boar as well. And now it's just down to 2. Exo.
Doran is really like playing out of his mind,
Doran
guys.
knows the nades are going to either side of the tree trunk and force him out into the peak. Will tag on, and Doran's the nade to do it. Now with just Cause left standing, and we'll turn their attention that way as the flush comes on through, and that is the Boars. Done and dusted. 4 teams remain.
This is a very different Wolves as well. I mean, this is when I feel like the Wolves do their best, which is when it's slow and steady. A lot of times when Wolves are doing badly, it's when they start making these wild approaches to the game, unnecessary maneuvers, etc. I think that for the Wolves, if they just slowly play out their match, they think about what they want to get done next, they are inevitable in that sense. It's when they start getting a little bit too inevitable when they lose players. And I think that
do you guys know the
Igor
famous
on
line?
this off angle, he's so important to the team, but the amount of times he goes down on off angle without finding any value is really bad. But that kind of sums up the team in general.
4 players alive for Wolves, 4 players alive for Alter Ego. Alter Ego on 11 eliminations already, blank. They have been trucking from that high ground. They moved to the top of Stalba first.
He has to win
They
here.
have been rolling down like an avalanche. Will anyone be able to withstand it? 2 players from Alliance have been surviving for a long, long time, but they have no even.
You're Iron
They
Man.
got some decent shots. They did
But you were
change the
dead.
pace
But
of a
you
couple
were
of these
dead.
fights, but no points, 3rd place. I mean, it's fine, but you're not aiming for the middle of the tables at this stage.
I think it's just you, Rabbit. Everyone's not complaining.
For Alliance, I think that this is the team that's probably going to come 3rd place in this match.
Oh, this is gonna be 4 versus 4.
A huge opportunity.
Full on fight
to shoot out towards the top of the tables. Also an opportunity for Wolves to reset almost. But for Alter Ego, it's
huge knock with that ESM
losing a knock
on Doran.
Onto Wolves, getting it stolen.
Oh,
by
Jimmy!
Such a big deal.
Coops goes down as well. The Wolves are
Wolf is
starting
dead.
to fail on their approach here. And Snape has the sideswipe completely. Rosemary even stepping in, looks to pick up the pieces. He knows they've done damage. He just questions how much. Looking for the next as well. Healing not happening. For
Nice, bro. 15 elims.
The Wolves
Can we start the glazing, chat? Can we start the glazing?
And he has so much to do. Denying
okay, coolly. Oh yeah, hoping.
That is going to be tasty. And a 2nd chicken dinner today.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of Indo pride, honestly, overall. And it's
Alter Ego on top.
I think for Alter Ego, it looks like a fantastic
AE fan club.
Slow and steady.
AE fan club, guys. You feel me?
Waited for Wolves to make that mistake, which they absolutely did. They just could not make that push up against Alliance. I think they had to play that game a little bit slower or go on the offensive over towards Alter Ego, because I don't think Alliance would have taken too many shots if that was the case. For Alliance, though, 15 elims, a 25-point game. That is so good for them in terms of getting up towards that top 2.
W, Guttery.
Absolutely. They are very, very happy with that.
Bro, Faith, are you here for the 5 hearts on the 1 roof? I think that's the reason why you're in my life. Is it?
They are furious, ready for the fight.
Do you want to secretly watch my stream behind his girlfriend? Want to see some Korean girls? Rosemary. Yeah. Should we begin, chat? Should we begin?
Last hope for Indonesia.
Can we beat this
Here
game
in the
before
last
PMGC
chance, it's
ends?
Alter Ego. They were in second place before this match. And then they get the chicken dinner with a ton of eliminations. This squad is looking so good here in the final shot to make it to the grand finals.
Faces here for the baddies, 100%, guys.
You were robbed from a proper Stolber finish, but you know what? While Stolber was in circle inhibitor, they made full use of it. Playing observatory, there was Krypton on top of the roof, getting so many good angles to not only just get a few eliminations earlier, but also
logging in.
teams away and get some information. And
5 hearts on the wire roof, and Fates wants them all.
Alliance compound in an earlier crash, and then just keep taking full control of the entirety.
Xifan not AOL, a far guy 3-piece youth 6 months ago. How would I know things like that? How are you? How did he, bro? Chat. How did Fates remember things like that? He literally remembered every player he knocked and every player that knocked him or even his teammate. Fates is on another level. Let's go, chat. This is it. So far, my favorite. To be honest, grown man don't choose. You need to get them all, basically.
와 대박.
대박.
유만 씨가 그때 그 선배였군요. 세상 진짜 좁네. 둘이서 또 그런 일이 있었어? 아니 어쩐지 낯이 좀 익더라.
Wait, the audio is kind of low.
말숙님 우리 학교에서 예쁜 걸로 완전 유명했잖아요.
뭐 선생님도 한 이쁨하다 했는데 내 얼짱 후배였구나.
So basically, they were like doing like a.
아 완전요.
They're talking about their
편하게 하세요.
school time.
그럼 말 놓은 김에 우리 하식집 사람들끼리 놀러 가기로 했는데 같이 갈래?
어? 그런 약속이 있었어?
지금 하면 되지. 안 돼?
안 될 건 없지.
너무 좋아요. 꼭 불러주세요.
아 그럼 우리 학교 다닐 때 그거 기억나? 그 15분 버스의 전설.
15번 버스면 밀크고 통학버스?
그 있잖아. 그 15분 버스 전설의 왕가슴 선배.
전설의 왕가슴 선배?
Legendary big chest. Oh.
왕가슴 선배.
Big chest senior. It has to be that girl then. He's manager.
아, 땀 냄새.
The sweat smell.
땀 냄새가 좀 심하긴 하다. 그치?
넌 땀 흘리지 마. 알았지?
그게 내 맘대로 되냐?
아저씨 운전 좀 살살해요.
괜찮아?
비춰나? 비춰나? What is this? Oh! Oh! Are you okay? Are you okay? Very good camera angle, by the way. Are you okay? Are you okay?
야 사람 날아온 거 봤어?
오 어때? 어때?
How is it?
뭐가 어때?
뭐가 어때야? 저 선배 그 선배잖아.
어떤 선배?
15분 버스 전설의 왕가슴 선배.
야 조용히 해. 들리겠다.
Big chest senior.
저희 학교에 그런 사람이 있었어요?
아 진짜 이만했다니까.
에이 과장 좀 하지 마.
They're this big.
막
Sure.
막.
Oh my god, talking about the big. Talking about the thickness.
다들 짐 챙겨서 가죠.
아 맞다 그란님 내일 하숙집 사람들이랑 규리쌤이랑 다 같이 펜션 가는 거 어때요?
펜션?
아 우이만이 가고 싶대서요. 태연 기념?
그래요. 가자 뭐.
내일 뭐 입지?
비키니 입어야지.
근데 아까 무슨 얘기를 그렇게 하고 있었어?
네?
아니 셋이 뭐 금방 친해진 거 같고.
Too bad you're a Christian.
놀러 가자는 얘기도 나오고.
아 저희 셋 다 똑같이 밀크고 나왔더라고요.
밀크고?
네. 그리고 15번 버스 전설의
I think she's the one. She's the girl.
진짜 장난 아니었거든요.
그래. 재밌네.
같이 가요.
So they all went to the same high school.
어?
Wait, what?
빨리 들어와.
What? Wait, I'm jumping in. Let's go. Oh my god. This game is insane, chat. This game is insane. Korean games are better than Chinese games. Just saying. Korean games are just better. Chat, you all need to stand up. You all need to stand up. But the story doesn't make any sense though. Like, how come? Like, the first moment I was in the hospital, the next moment I'm jumping a pool with 5 girls. Like, how are these making sense?
근데 저희 진짜 여기서 놀아도 되는 거예요?
Wait, when did it?
진짜 재밌겠다.
How is she joining us? The Brooke girl. How is she joining us here?
하늘도 진짜 너무 예쁘다.
We have 6 girls officially.
빨리 들어가자 뭐해? 이야. 와. 너무 예뻐.
It's not supposed to make sense.
오빠 토끼 잡아요. 짱
So are we here for a vacation or something?
좋다. 누가 예약했어?
이따 요리해 줄까? 뭐 좋아해?
우리 좀 이따 이거 가지고 놀면 되겠다. 그쵸?
Oh my god, are we gonna pick like to play what things with who?
저 이런데 진짜 처음이에요. 재밌겠다. 우리 오늘 여기서 바베큐 파티예요.
Shish. Chat, what do we do? What do we do, chat? Where are we going? What do we do?
아, 간만에 수영이나 좀 해볼까?
유만 씨.
벌써 나와 있었어요?
W outfit, fire outfit, chat. Fire swimsuit. Fire swimsuit.
저 수영복 어때요?
W.
네?
W. That's a W swimsuit.
저번에 사복은 예쁘다고 해주셨는데.
Face, you should buy this swimsuit for your girlfriend. Just saying.
진짜 예뻐요. 근데 어딜 봐야 될지는 모르겠어요.
들어올래요?
She asked wanna come in, and the option is enter and refuse. Of course we're entering.
그럴까요, 그럼?
좋아.
Wait, imagine we imagine we pick refuse.
좋아.
그래도 오늘 수영하기 딱 좋은 날씨다. 그쵸?
맞아요.
미끄러운데 손 좀 잡아주실래요?
네.
Oh my god.
너 뭐하냐?
Oh shit.
다들 여기 계셨네요.
I mean, she still got the W outfit though.
이만 들어갈까요?
That the swimsuit,
좋아요.
the yellow, that one is still better. The yellow swimsuit is the best, chat. Out of all these options. Why are we watching this, by the way? I still don't get it. Like, what's the purpose of what is the purpose of the game? Like, what are we supposed to achieve?
누구랑 놀지?
Who should I have fun with? Oh my god, chat. Who should we have fun with? Who should we have fun with? Bro, I gotta go with the yellow girl, man. The girl in the yellow swimsuit. This is like a real, not AI generated. No, this is real, bro. They are real girls, the real actors. Gran? Bro, I don't like Gran, bro. Why do you guys like Gran? I don't get it. All right, tell me what. Oh, Asmongold probably haven't played this one yet. Bro, this is harder than PMGC, I'm saying. This option is harder than PMGC. I want to pick the girl in the I forgot her name, the singer. But her swimsuit is so mid. But you know what? I'm gonna pick the yellow girl. I'm gonna pick the yellow girl. Yes.
아이스크림 어디서 났어요?
W.
아까 장 볼 때 슬쩍 담아놨어요. 한입 하실래요?
저 그럼 한 입만 먹을게요.
네, 한입 하세요. 이걸 다 먹으면 어떡해요?
미안해요. 장난친 건데.
You have obtained a new album reward.
여러분, 다들 장 채웠나요? 네.
Alright, chat. You know what? Never mind. Let's keep playing this. Let's finish this chapter.
감사합니다.
Let's keep this chapter and then we go back and pick a grand and see what will happen.
아니 나 쑥스러워서 그런 거 못해.
빨리 해. 빨리 해.
Wait, what do you want me to do? Why are we smelling?
빨리 해. 빨리 해.
자. 잔들 드시고. 자, 섹시하게. 우.
Huh? Oh no. Sorry. I gotta replay this. I picked the wrong thing. I didn't expect it would be like that.
여러분, 다들
This one?
자. 제 이름으로 삼행시 해보겠습니다. 운 띄워주세요.
우.
우리의 웃음이 가득한 유쾌한 이 순간을
Oh my god. What is this, bro? What the heck? Holy shit.
아, 다들 여기 옥탑뷰 봤어요?
헐, 여기 옥탑이 있었어요?
나 볼래요. 보러 갈 사람.
나도 갈래요.
같이 가요.
아, 다들 어디 가는 거야? 오늘 컨셉이 단합인데.
에이, 그냥 저 사람들 놔두고 우리끼리 고기 먹죠. 제가 쌈 싸줄게요. 전 이미 싸고 있었는데요. 저도요. 뭘 넣으면 그렇게 커져요? 저거 먹으면 죽겠는데.
Guys, I think the nurse might be my crush for this game. Oh my god. What's her name? What's the name of the nurse? Is it? No, I think it's Guri.
저는 이거 먹을게요.
그거 한 입에 넣기 힘들지 않을까요? 고기도 별로 안 들어가 있는 것 같은데. 유만 씨, 하세요.
No, you got so many meat there, but she got some real meat there. So it's really hard to pick that one.
우리 남은 사람들끼리 사진이라도 찍을까요? 핸드폰 있는 사람. 제 건 안에서 충전 중이에요. 저던데. 뭐야, 아무도 없는 거예요?
Do you remember my new favorite chat?
제 거로 찍어요.
에이, 그거 이쁘게 안 나온단 말이에요. 우리 그냥 안에 갔다 올까요? 그러죠.
내 거로 찍으면 되는데. 내 거로 찍으면 되는데. 다들
왜?
어디 가요? 아, 다들 친해지니까 너무 좋다. 내 덕분인 것 같고.
오유마.
왜?
아, 일로 좀 와봐.
아, 왜?
빨리 와봐. 우리끼리 이거 못해.
아, 왜 자꾸 오라는 거야?
Of course, go.
아, 알겠어.
알겠어.
아, 왜? 운전도 내가 해, 고기도 내가 구워. 또 얼마나 부려먹으려고
Xifan's gone. Lost? No, Sarah, I'm still here.
깜짝이야.
생일 축하해요.
Oh, it's my birthday.
축하합니다.
생일 축하합니다.
사랑하는 유만 씨. 생일 축하합니다.
Yeah, the Gyuri maybe Gyuri is my favorite. Chat. Gyuri is my new favorite.
얼른 쳐보라요 오빠.
난 이런 줄도 모르고.
Match started. Screw the match. We're playing this game till the end.
나 진짜.
Not just joking. All right, let me go back. Let me see. Did it start? It didn't start. You're capping, bro. Why are you capping?
이렇게 많은 사람들한테 축하받는 거 처음이에요.
Get a grad from music. No, hell nah. Yuna, no. Grand, hell nah. Gyuri, yes. Yoongjun, $24 hours ban to whoever said a match start. Imagine.
씨 생일 축하해요. 오늘 무조건 행복하게 해드릴게요.
고마워요.
This is a really a gooner game, chat. Holy.
저기 제주도나.
Oh my god.
제 대답입니다.
이만 씨 이게 뭐예요?
좋다는 뜻이에요.
Oh my god, bro.
규리 씨 생일도 같이 보내요.
정말요? 좋아요.
나는 행복합니다.
Oh my, this game is insane, bro. What the fuck?
다들 잠들어.
Oh, bro.
난 어디서 자지?
This is kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Whoa, my bro. You ask me where to. Oh. It's asking where I should lie down? Oh my god. I can't even tell who's who. I can't even tell who's who, bro. I low-key needed two eyeglasses to see who's who. What the hell? This game is insane. I think this is Grand. Wait, no, this Grand? No, I think this is Gyuri. This, bro, I don't know, man. This game is crazy. I think this is Grand. Wait, is she sleeping with socks on? She's wearing socks? Bro, ew, no, I'm not lying. Besides you. Here? So that we can have both Gyuri and whoever this is. Bro, 4? No, I think this one. Chat, I'm entering.
여기서 자야겠다.
Oh, W pick.
근데
Is that Gyuri on the right?
뭐 해야 되지?
Oh my god, it's a W pick! Two of my most favorite girls in the game. Oh, face left or right? Do we face left or right, chat? I think
왔어요?
this game is crazy, bro.
괜찮네요.
네.
W pick. This W pick right here, guys.
아 정말요? 오늘 어땠어요? 즐거웠어요?
네. 근데 마냥 편하지만은 않았어요. 아무래도 일이 아직 해결 안 됐다 보니까 생각보다 제 얘기 들어주는 기자님들 찾기가 쉽지 않네요.
괜찮아요. 연락 받아주는 곳 분명 있을 거예요.
Yeah, we're listening very carefully, chat.
근데 막
We're definitely listening really carefully.
촬영 가수를 못 하게 된다고 하더라도 내 옆엔 오빠가 있으니까.
와, 저한테 민정님이 딱 그런 존재잖아요. 아무튼 일 잘 해결될 거니까 너무 걱정하지 말고 오늘은 푹 자요. 알겠죠?
네. 오빠도 잘 자요.
Sweet memory. Let's go. Wait, don't go the other side? Come on.
아, 우유만 이거 먹으면서 가.
감사합니다.
오늘 진료받는 거 까먹지 말고.
This game is awesome, chat. 10 out of 10. This is
언니 양말 좀.
best Korean game right here. It's better than Ion 2. Confirmed.
저한테 주세요. 오케이, 여기요.
고마워요, 오빠. 유만 씨, 저 오늘 회사 가요.
진짜요? 왜요?
사업안 짜는 거 그라님 봐주신대요.
아, 진짜요?
그라님, 오늘 오후에 회사로 갈게요.
그렇게 해요. 가자 우유만.
네.
아, 그라님 잠깐만. 이거 먹으면서 가요.
말숙씨 땡큐.
확실히 과장님이랑 출근하면 지각 걱정은 없어서 좋네요.
Okay. Match start. We gotta go back. This is still the real business, all right, chat?
Potentially on the cards here. The west side looking pretty glutsome for that east edge as well. On mill to power the boars. Dropping down.
Thank you, PUBG Mobile, for sponsoring this live stream. Don't forget, on December 13th, there's gonna be a creator tournament happening in LAN in Thailand with PMGC.
Another dish, another
We'll be doing watch party on that day as well to watch it.
Potential to finish, not guaranteed. Alter ego, however, if you want to stop them early. That might be the way to do it. The boars have already extracted first blood.
My God, straight back down to a Sosnovka again. At least it's only one. It's only one. But now I am convinced.
Bro, remember the reason of the stream?
This is so many Sosnovkas. I think this is probably
100%.
the most. In fact, I'm convinced this is the most Sosnovkas we've ever had at PMGC ever over the 5
To be honest,
years.
the 5 hearts on the one roof is not really the best game to stream in between matches. Because the vibes are too different, bro. It's really hard to get serious again watching the game, getting to these like a watch party move, you know, once we play that game for a little bit.
Playing path is just so brutal. Really, you have to drop on such odd areas. Teams are gonna hunt you down. Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. And now heading back down towards Sosnovka as well. Overall, this has been a mess of a final Erangel. Alter Ego also lost one player earlier, like you were talking about, John, which is kind of a big deal for them, considering they'd love to have another strong finish.
All right, chat, be right back.
Over on
I have 110 hurry? What happened, chat? PMGC 2 intense.
Far ahead of anyone else.
PMGC 2 intense.
It does really assist them going into tomorrow if they can finish out their last at Miramar strong.
I'm just looking at some goings on the map right now. Obviously, with a military circle, this heavily featured.
Is your glass of water big enough? Very big. Xanax, very big.
Very quickly, Blank moved out from military base.
Be right back, chat.
Down early.
Love you. Don't go to the bathroom, though.
Genji actually just about got through before they established their roadblock. But the Falcons, we've seen them profit quite nicely off military circles by moving very early, but they're now going to ram straight into a roadblock set by Inner Circle. Can they get through Ralph?
Of course, it's rough.
Out, and this is a very fast rotate
Bear
coming
back,
through
chat.
Inner Circle to establish this.
Getting more water.
Genji got through, to be honest.
It is. And they do make it. For Falcons, though, they lose Ralph. Inner Circle, who are quick to the mark here. Sadly, they did leave Genji to get across. There's this initial shot over towards Alter Ego. They were trying to leave, so I do respect it. And some pistol gameplay. John PUBG Mobile.
I think you're talking about me. Yeah, I get it. Like John Wick. That makes more sense.
There are some other people more important than you, John, sometimes, but you are quite important to me.
Well, I don't know about that. I'd have to double check, you know. The only other notable John, really, the guy who wrote the Magna Carta, you know, very important. 1216. Or 1215, rather, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, King John. The only King John we've ever had. Anyway, I'll stop banging on about royal history and human rights conventions, because we are getting on and involved with Genji, who managed to get through very quickly on that south side, rotate, getting past the roadblock, and actually in a circle now, think, you know what? We've already let a team through. We should probably try and consolidate in the middle. It's interesting that they choose to go directly back into military base and not take a position around it, though.
Yeah, well, I think I don't mind Inner Circle's position on this, I think a lot of teams play melee base and play it way too safe a lot of times. I'm glad that they flexed out a little bit, but they still had control over this area. It looks a little sad on the rankings for Inner Circles for how good of a team that they are at 23 points. But I'm hoping this game here on Erangel can push them a little bit further. I mean, they've had all the cards dealt to them. They had a really early drop. They had tons of times to loot. They also had opportunity to hold teams out and maintain position. T24 being this low is a little bit spooky. But yeah, I think genuinely at this point, just loot. Get looted. Right, you've done enough already. You can start looking back over towards the Western Bridge in a little bit. Personally, I don't really rate melee base all that much on Sosnovka. I think it's a good starting point. I would rather teams like played over towards higher ground, over towards the western side, looking out towards the bridge. I just think melee base closes you off a lot. Yeah, sure, if the circle keeps centering up on melee base, you get yourself a win. But I think there's so many other things you can do in this circle to guarantee you a high placing, rather than just thinking to yourself, oh, we had melee base at the start, so maybe we just hold this position all game. Yeah, I don't think it's high value.
May not be. Maybe something they can address or readdress in the future. In the meantime, though, Inner Circle have moved to the hills to the north, leaving, felt like a little bit of a backstop there. Genji disengaged from that one. Teams are starting to move around the boards all the way on a very wide south rotate in the water. They'll be touching land fairly soon, you'd imagine. Papa Supermassive also across. Influence Rage currently on the west bridge blank. They are going to be close by to the Wolves. And of course, Influence Rage looking to chase down that first place spot back from Alter Ego. And for now, though, a lot of teams still left up on that northern side. So yet to make moves for probably, what is that, 6, 7 teams up there?
Yeah, it's quite a few. I mean, for Loops, Weibo, got Wolves also trying to make their way down. Interested to see how Alter Ego handles this.
Showing off my Mora pillow.
I mean, with that, I mean, they love just Geekay specifically love posting up on the observatory hill, on that mountain that sits to the south of the bridge. And as you say, they are blocking this. And with Alter Ego on 3, that's much harder.
Yeah, I don't think GK is going to give
Bro, about a pillow? No, Random Magic sent it to me.
Alva getting through.
Okay, this is the winner we'll be getting. These players will be getting one.
That's pretty clean. Not much you can do about that. Except, I guess, not get shot by it in the first place. Rosemary under pressure as well. Next circle just about to pop in as our teams begin to move south, to migrate in for the warmer season. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh! What is that?
Well, it would be if they hadn't lost a player.
It happens finally.
It's a big joke.
Waiting for a circle like this all my life.
Big joke.
Finally get to talk about it. I think I mentioned
Hey, he's gonna do bridge camping, bro. What?
But yeah, the reason most teams are on the south side on a circle like this is there's very limited space in Sosnovka. So much more space on the north side. So actually getting out from this circle is not that bad. It's actually fairly easy to rotate here and get into a strong position. Over on the north side, your difficulty comes in the fact that you won't have many vehicles.
No,
so you get a big plus for Burmese schools, Wolves, Loops, even
Toxic Zone.
That's a good point. Weibo's like off in northwest. Yeah, they're not gonna make it to the circle for ages, I've decided. But yeah, Weibo's fine as well because they have vehicles and they will do so. Everyone on the south side kind of struggles, but Geekay, because they were the first to hold on the eastern side, they're the first to cross as well. And they know Alter Ego is a weakened team, so they can effectively get those URs across. So they're one of the lucky few over towards Sosnovka. But this does change everything.
Yeah, the pace at which you need to leave. I think it's worse for the teams on that northern coast, right? And we've been watching now this engagement for quite a little bit between Alliance and Inner Circle. They're probably the most trapped teams, right? A lot of other teams will have left their vehicles that they rotated with if they went over the water, to the sides, to the east, to the south, the west of the island. They can use those to get back, potentially, depending on their fuel capacity. But in general, yeah, you're going to be crunched in. We saw Alliance having to go for a mad dash. Inner Circle.
I think how Falcon is losing it.
That Alliance were rotating with.
There's no chance.
Damage, but Alliance now.
Not Marvolo.
Inner Circle
will not be able to carry.
Blank. Look, I
unfortunately
hate to bring it up, but it still technically could finish towards military.
You technically could. I think it's way more likely to shift back over towards that north side. And if we do end up military, it'd probably be a bridge finish. Really digging deep into this. Weibo finally make their way onto our screen. Over on the northwest side. A little FAMAS in there. Seems to be pretty hidden to the Burmese ghouls at the moment. Looking forward to check it.
Yeah, not wanting to pick that one up. Or not just yet. Maybe they will. We'll get it into the inventory's lickety-split, I'm sure. And on the north side, I mean, yeah, that position for Burmese Ghouls, pretty solid. Weibo have made an appearance on the map. If you guys want to track at home where your favorite teams are at all times, there is a map feed available that you can watch separately. If you've got 2 screens or if you've got a second device, if you've got 2 Infinix phones, then, of course, great news for you. Okay, we're definitely not going back to Millie. So, let's take a look at what sits inside this one. Wolves with a huge cut of this western side, and all of these teams on the north can do a lot of work to establish ground early with not too much conflict.
Yeah, not that much at all, if I'm honest. I think for Weibo, them getting over towards this north side, this has been such a beneficial circle for Weibo. Currently in 7th place right now, so do need to get a little bit more on board. The Flash takes out another player from Alter Ego and will be a full flush. So now only 1 player remains from Alter Ego here, looking for those placement points. I'm looking more towards Influence Rage this game now then, who are down towards the southwest side. They're currently looking to cross back. They were one of the last to leave from Sosnovka, but I think they were so concerned with having vehicles on this end game. Goodness me, in a circle. They were so concerned with having vehicles that they waited for everyone else to leave first. And then move to the western side, which I like as a principle. You know that there's going to be quite a few teams already down on the north. This fight is going back and forth.
It's really not going well for anyone. I mean, this route out is very, very dangerous. It's gone back and forth, I think. For Geeke, they managed to get across, which is pretty great stuff. Obviously doing a lot of damage to Alter Ego to allow them to get across when they did. This may well be Reservoir here for Inner Circle, and they do have a little bit of time
ordering
to play
some
with,
drinks right now, guys. Be right back.
Yeah, I think IQ's going to be able to get on for these reses because there's no way that Geeke push further out to go for this. And they don't have anyone on the far side to try and look for it. So IQ and Falak both will be rezzed up here.
Yeah, I think for Inner Circle, for me, I would have rather than take a similar approach to Influence Rage and Gen G. With the circle being, with the blue already enveloping the majority of that western side, it's likely that anyone that heads there is looking just across. All right, they're not looking to hold anyone out. I think for Inner Circle, trying this eastern bridge as late as they did was a mistake. That also feels like a mistake from Redox. I think he got very panicked there. Should have probably just headed all the way back. Yeah, lovely.
Nade, actually. Over the top. Another one over the other side as well. 2 players from Geeke down. And they're back down to the back foot. As Ragnarok,
that's on target,
takes another nade from Falak. That is beautiful stuff coming on through. Just Kevin now remains. The blue zone survivable still at this point. Kevin, though, wants to maybe get 1, maybe get 2. They're confirming those flushes, and they're moving forwards. Falak and IQ now looking for the last player of Geeke. They found him. They hop out. But it's danger afoot. He's looking for the flushes as well. IQ, look at a hop. No. Has to stay further back. Looking for the stairs now, and the challenge around the corner is good. Stays alive, keeps IQ in it. They can res out here. Oh, with the zone, actually. They might have to
WBG is so zone blasted in this match.
It's gonna be treacherous. No, he's just down and out. Unfortunate. But yeah, I think for Geeke.
Bro, what are you watching? No, I
saw the Inner Circle was going with the full reset.
Ordering Milky.
Is also going to get all 4
the watch stopped. That's why I stayed at 121.
I do think the Geeke absolutely trolls, though. They absolutely troll. There was some horrendous defense on that side, and basically just setting yourself up for failure when it came to those nades. I think you could have held much further back.
Certainly would have been an option.
Oh,
Ramming into the north side of the circle against Influence Rage. Both Ultrico are now
And if he's
Influence Rage
falling,
on the ropes here. Potential openers
getting
for other
wiped
teams to
by
move on
Sub.
in. No resistance found there for Influence Rage. They will be our second team to go down fully. So for Burmese Ghouls, if they can convert on this game, brilliant news for them. From the eastern side, they don't have a terrible shot at it either.
Burmese Ghouls.
Rosemary got a one kill on
Rosemary's
IC.
still getting stuff done, by the way, but okay. It's a little bit of a tough run out for them because a lot of teams will be looking that way. But there is only 46 players currently in the lobby with 14 teams, so it's a lot of messed up squads.
On the inside has Narvalo as well. He's going to have to rely entirely on him, and Narvalo doesn't have anyone to play around at this point. He is surely not long for it, and the Boars able to truck
Boars is kind of cooking today. Kinda, but not too much.
The Boars pretty happy with their 3 elims so far in Alliance. Yet to really cross from the beachhead, but they are still in the zone.
You was hearing some song. You need a new playlist. How about this? Okay, coolie, oh yeah, open.
Can only go one
That's
way.
a song.
So you don't have to set up a double angle. You could literally just refrag on one side.
Bro, I'm so good with that song now. It's crazy.
Actually, kind of smart. I like it.
Pretty solid setup. Hopefully look at a holdout effectively. On that south side, they'll have to move in a little bit for the time being. They'll leave it up to the rest of the lobby. Team Flash maybe with an opportunity here to come up trumps as well on the east side of this circle. We haven't really seen too much firepower from them so far today. We've seen it from them before though. And they'll try.
You'd rather
echo
quit
that
music?
here. They are
Bro, what do
still
you
very
mean? The
much
song's
within
very
striking
catchy, bro. I like the
distance
song.
of
Every Chinese here like the song.
changes the story somewhat. Weibo on their 2-2 split as well. Want to rewrite their script.
How do you think y'all the lyrics like that? I'm talented, chat. I'm talented. I will speak Hindi soon, chat. I'll be doing Hindi exclusive live streams soon.
Second place, no longer chasing.
No more
which is
English.
Great news for Alter Ego. If they can get up towards.
And don't sing, bro. You're
top
gonna copyright
6,
it? No, bro.
It is a tough task I'm asking of Rosemary there, but if they get to a top 6, 50 points, you're clear 10 points ahead. At that point, you'd be 20 points ahead of third place right now, who are chasing and are still in the lobby. But overall, this might just be a non-starter game for a lot of our top squads and gives more opportunity for some of our teams underneath to chase. That's better for Burmese Ghouls. All right.
Can you locate areas within it? What do you mean locate areas
I'm
within
so
it?
proud of the Ghouls. They came into this one looking a little bit weak, but they certainly have gotten better and better, gone from strength to strength. So really, really well done.
W strat for farming views, bro. Imagine.
Do now.
To be honest, if I can speak fluent Hindi,
when you know there's 3
okay,
players there,
let's say if I can speak fluent Hindi,
So the only explanation I could think
bro,
of is that they
I
just had no
swear
idea
it's
Alliance
gonna be
were
like
playing,
tons
they've
of people
gone
coming
down
and
now.
watching.
They're gonna be way
No matter
more
what I
than
do,
they
people's
once
gonna
were.
come. Imagine I swear,
push out,
I swear in
especially
Hindi too. Like
with the circle shifting all
you
the
guys
way
will
away
find
from
it
the
so
balls,
funny
be
because
that
there was like
guard on them.
there's like American
Up
that
towards
speak
the
like
circle. Yeah, they want
really
this on
really
the
good
full surround.
Chinese,
But the balls are starting
and
to
there are
fade
so
this
many
out.
people
I can
play,
only
so many
conclude that
people
the Bulls
like
have
so
no
many
idea.
Chinese people watch him play Game for
Well, they
Peace.
swam. Right?
He was
They
actually
swam.
insane.
So to get behind them, it's a bit of a sneaky approach, but Snurks will find Jimmy. Playing out towards the pontoons is pretty open. I mean, you can play very annoyingly from the pontoons, but eventually, as you have to move in, suddenly the sightlines become worse and worse. EXO does have the lineup, gets some good shots over towards Iftar, and more shots are pouring through now, and it is looking a little bit more dangerous for Alliance. We now go down to just 2.
The Boars are starting to falter as well. They're on 2 as well. Snowx though.
Oh, Snox cooking 3 elims, but he's gonna go out to Wolf.
And we'll find the second as well, but they have to get a move.
Wolf
on. The
is
Wolves are
ready.
to receive
Wolf already
now.
started
They're in
gatekeeping.
position ahead of this curve. Papa Supermassive is still across the way as well, so can take shots out. Havlik diverting around Coops.
Oh,
with an
what?
EP in tow, but actually out in the open, Havlik finds a rock.
Ah.
Finds the cover, and Coops goes down, gets flushed
Coops.
as well.
Wait, Wolf throwing this like crazy, like there's no tomorrow, buddy.
Really the Boars. It was
Why are
Northwest
they
up on
throwing
the
like this?
Northwest. I think for the Wolves here, this is just a
This is
plain old
embarrassing
mistake.
gameplay, chat.
Right. You get a little bit too giddy on the gatekeep, right? But I think that they didn't have to push as hard as they did. They could have just waited for boars, and that would have required patience. As we all know, Wolves have none.
Just salivating at the prospect of more eliminations. Let's go. Okay, we're not having a good time. Oh no. Either way, Wolves have 2 players to play on with now. In the meantime, we did see
They lost Adora and the Coops for no reason. There must be like a communication issue or something. All they need to do is gatekeep boars coming from the warehouse. Coming out of the warehouse. Oh, Rosemary.
Well, and the loops crash comes through.
1v4 incoming.
Surviving for a while. They don't have any elims, but it's just Rosemary in here.
Can Rosemary do this, chat?
But they're going to bide their time. They're going to play this one smart. Nade over to the back. Checking out the angles.
Oh my god, he's nading his teammate.
Or rather, the nade
Rosemary's out.
Super happy with that, but Rosemary goes down either way.
WBG zone. WBG may win this. It's gonna be easy to WBG.
A knock, but there was nothing on the
It's gonna be an easy one for WBG, bro. They're so
wiped out in the space of 20 seconds.
they are freaking
You know, I feel really bad for Rosemary there.
lucky, bro. I'm switching to WBG POV for this match. It's too good to mess their POV.
The problem is
WBG
that bounces off the window. They
team
intended from
comms.
him, and then
WBG POV
small
incoming.
Splash damage revealed that he was on the lower building. So immediately the other player switches where their grenade is towards the lower window. A very unfortunate turn of events.
Soup already got a knock or a flush. I don't know which
现在
one.
SUK 手里没有雷了，山治好像也只有一颗了。定位到围墙内，我觉得这个应该不会。
He still got it in the pocket. Taken a lot of damage from a nade, but now Remix stepping out of the wall. He is in to explosive bow range and the nade over the top. The spray down though.
把它烤完，然后贴前面的石头。
我操，被雷了，搞一个，死了，
死完了吗？
没有，还有一个。
你先救。
我爬到1楼来，我来救。雷这图很慢，我给叫你们过点。可以可以，我们准备走了，我去起烟吧。我给你们抽起烟。 你们的起烟出来，因为左边那队人已经踩好点了。起烟，林超，我给你们。
Smoke up, smoke up.
我去顶一下左边压力。
好。Order said I'm gonna go left.
我先去。你们是乱双叫。
这队很近了。
好，你们是
This team is close to the left side. We're gonna hold both sides right now. Suk said, let's play here, let's play here, let's play here, let's play here. Chill.
我们不需要左边去激进打，等一下先。
We don't need to fight them close. Just play here, just play here. Order, if we fight the left side, the garage is gonna third party us.
我分
我分50。
OK， 我也分了50。
练你去左边伏地，看左边，50右边我们看完了。
Order, just like go pro on left side, just making sure they're not sneaking up behind us.
这高点好踩吗？会被屁股打吗？林超？不会吧？我这个很近的人，就要近吗？ 那就要不你这样开车逛一圈看一眼。在高点能下。开始人家逛。
Order said the left side, the enemies are really close to them, so when.
那我来逛。
But they're not really that close.
你们那边反甲过。我封了，我封烟了，你去烟那边逛。刚刚就在这里啊，这个石头后。你看回没回去？有点远，好像不在了。好。
Another there.
那你回来跟小杰卡左边，我和令去左边过。
我没看近点有人，我没看到近点有人。
I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone here.
对，那个石头后排一下。
They went to the tower. They went to the tower. They're at the tower right now.
我看到。
你的双脚是不是烂胎了？
对，他可能过去打了，他可能就15号队，路不是了，你们近点。好，过去打了，15死一个了。
在连上有蹦子。
They're on us. They're on us. There's a buggy on us.
应该是，那应该是 BG 的你们。
I think it's BG. Oh, they knew the team. Actually, they knew which team is it.
都不是死亡，这边都死。这才8个人了。
Now they're doing the number count. 8 people left.
3个队，我看一下，4个队应该是。
4 teams.
好。
我们这是被 ARC 前期调过那2个人的呀。
可能啊。
Is Garage the ARC team? They lost 2 earlier.
可以，等假如出来吃毒，咱们贴屏不打。
Play with the zone. Play with the zone. Let's wait till the garage doesn't have zone.
这2人还有车吗？
And we fight them.
还在。
等他们吃毒出来。
我俩采纳，小杰。
Let's wait for it. Let's wait for it.
对你们的中间有个凹沟。我知道，但是他们
We should have we have a dip in front that we can play potentially.
我这白就有掉胎。他跳下去了，平房楼顶。
对，这平台有个沟，待会儿去沟里边待就行了。
Yeah, there's like a dipping front. We have entry to the zone.
就这个平坡。你双脚不行了吗？
掉后台开。
Do we still have cars?
动车了。
Yeah, moving. Garage is moving out.
我抢这，要不你们架着我先去。
我先帮你架，你去。
平房的走了，平房走了，往南边走了。有空跑。
They went away. They went away.
6号。
这你先去沟里边待着。
哎，应该就 ARC 的，我们这 ARC 出去了。
好，
来接我。去哪了他们
Where did they go?
往里去了，有个人，有个双跑。我不能把你送到那边去，你要停在这附近了，我去灌全边。啊，有个帮我抢回的，好像是不是就是那马路边前呢？
Are they by the road? Are they by the road?
一级，帮我架一下，帮我架。左边的房。
Can you cover me? Can you cover me?
左边能帮人踩上来。再帮你架，我再帮你架。啊，近点坡有一个。
Yes, one guy close. One guy close.
我先回来。
反正得到左边才能刺激哦。你们左
I
边。
feel like we gotta clear the left side to get the chicken.
不好看啊。都只能绑着他。
哎，把左边这个石头顶了，要不然这他妈被扔雷了。
树这个石头吗
We need to actually like extend it a little bit more so that we can so that will prevent us from getting naded. So I'm gonna go to the edge. You three push up. I'm gonna go do the angles.
你们前沿那个石头，我往左边底边了。
I'm gonna go to the left side.
炮手停了一个，炮手两个，连着两个，打过去，打过去，打过去。
No, there's too many. There's like at least 2.
就两个，近点。
这先把油烧了
两个，沟底就两个。
妈的，全是回炮楼了。
他在炮楼那个反斜，两个人。好，他这边应该。
那去前面伏地一个，去前面伏地一个，赶紧另去，大胆点。
防御一下。
Then we gotta go pro and go pro near them now. We gotta go pro near them. They don't have zone. Just go pro. Just go pro. Just go pro. Pro in front of them.
好，我去那个树附近摆个车阵。
BG 一角圈，我们也一角圈。
We have a tiny bit of zone. The tower has a tiny bit of zone as well.
FL 跟 ARC
BG has a tiny bit of zone.
好 ，FL 死过2的。
然后等最后把 ARC 杀了就行了。
他三个人都在这个炮楼。
4打3打2打2。
对。
那我们待会儿直接。
4 versus 3 versus 3 versus 3 versus 2.
现在重点就是防 BG，别过来。
ARC 绿线分踩。 啊，哎，这两队现在是自己牵制自己的。对。
主要是没道具了，妈的。
I don't have nades.
我还有4颗烟，你要吗
？ARC 想过来。
哎，你们去看右边，左边我们那个烟了。我们前面那烟有个。我操。ARC
倒一个。
牛逼。
你过来，知道？
Knock one.
剩最后一个 ARC。两队现在还在自己打。 快点到前面救人了！
点到前面，
我打了雷。一滴，牛逼，
爽漂亮！
还有接他位置，接他位置了。有人接他位置，应该 FL 了 ，FL 了。
There's another team that was close. Another team was close.
可能是 FL 的，你们脸上。
FL.
我们可能要打左边城的司机。
I think we gotta fight the left side.
左边 PG 把 FL 放的人，咱们直接开车上车把左边掏了。
OK.
He's talking about the right side. He wants to fight FL. If BG knock one FL player, they're gonna force in the right side.
轩航在我们的附近，我一半。等梅花砖。好。好，还有3个烟，一人标吃雷，别去烟附近，烟要吃雷。我不要左边了。
Do not get near the smoke.
哎，不，道具有点多啊。
FL has a lot of nades.
我封了左边 BG 的烟。
我觉得分 BG。
I smoked the left side. For BG.
爆了 FL， 就2个。
FL may force in us.
妈的 ，FL 不想让我们吃。
FL doesn't want us to get the chicken, obviously. How many nades they have? Holy!
你去看能不能溜左边的，我和小杰把右边打了。
OK.
Order, you go left side, see if you can knock the BG players. We're gonna go to the right side and try clear FL.
就往前面扔了。
那就给混烟了。我还有2个烟。往他两方，往 FL 两方，可能要跟他掰了。
Smoke them. We may need to like fight FL. Right here.
右手前面一个，
疯子就有一个。
Just one guy on the right.
你看能不能看到这场？我直接踩他。
OK。我那场一个，没踩到。
Nice.
妈的！
还有一个小杰直接来，
漂亮！
左边一。
Oh, nice hero.
左边有一个 D，
一个了，就一个了。
左边有一个 D。
啊，有点可惜，有点可惜。
Oh, what a game！
好可惜啊，
可大惜了，
好气啊！好气啊！
That was intense.
又拿了一把第2啊！我们把
Watching the game from their team POV was intense.
没有什么问题，但是 BG 他始终会过来劝。哎，就是你如果说站在他们视角来看的话，你觉得最后的这个局怎么解？
GG. What do you guys think? Did WBG play the good? Could they? Do you guys think? Do you guys think they could have done something better? Or what do you guys think?
早一点给 BG 压力，对吧？
对，主要是我们知道 BG 少一个人。
毕竟那个人好像还
They pretty much did all of the info collecting, which is really good. They know which team they're fighting with, and they know how many players are remaining for each team. So they knew FL is down to 2. They knew BG lost to 1. So it's like 3 versus 3 versus 2. So they based on the info, when the aggressive on the right side killed the FL, and yeah, I think they played pretty well.
有点太稳了。
对，有点太稳了。我觉得还是心理压力会有点大。
对，我觉得稳也正常。啊
3-3Z finisher with a throw? Yeah, I feel like they could still have a full squad, bro. The finisher was just like I feel like Su could have probably caught it out. There's a guy right in front. Just be careful or something. So like, yo, Green, thank you for the $5 super chat. I think you made that so much better. No problem, Green. Anytime. Yeah, just like.
所以说我觉得稳一点是完全是可以理解的接下来希望他们可以通过这样的一
I think it was they played pretty well.
第1名的分差应该是在10分左
They
右。
played really pretty well.
跟第2名差5分。
对。
哦，不是，跟第2名差6分，因为我把第2名的 BG 没有太放在心上。
反正差的分数其实不是特别的多。
对，
我们可以去期待一下后面的比赛。稍事休息，马上回来。
对。
就是在拼尽全力也没有站上这个舞台，就意难平吧。
你好 ，Suck， 欢迎你的到来，我们将在此畅所欲言。首先，我们将通过几个问题。 聊一聊你世界赛的过往经历。
What is this?
我觉得我职业生涯的关键词应该是意难平吧。最欠缺的应该是爱人的能力吧。但最遗憾的，我觉得是在这职业赛场上丢掉的一些友情和亲情吧。
He said that.
因为我会抢数据，所以这也是很多选手。 跟我会打着就打散的一个原因，因为没有人会愿意去当一个绿叶，所以其实有的时候我也在想，有没有可能他们去到一个更好的平台，他们的数据有没有可能会更好？这个框架我现在。
So Suku is saying that he really cares about the stats. So in these matches, he often just trying to focus on the kills and focus on individual stats. So he's like expecting the teammates to be he's expecting the teammates to be able to like support him so that he can get the stats he wanted. So that actually ruined a lot of friendship, and that actually caused a lot of players who played with him and ended up like part away with each other. And also he said he's lacking. He was like lacking the ability to love someone. He said of course he wanted to get a girlfriend or maybe be in a relationship, but he doesn't really have time because dating, being in a relationship costs time. So he doesn't really want to do that. So he'd rather play 5 hearts on the one roof at his bedroom, just like Xifan. Yeah, something like that.
包括今年年初之前吧，然后特别是在拼尽全力也没有站上这个舞台，就特别
Now he's talking about the regrets he had, you know, during the competitive career, where he often gets, you know, just missing the opportunity to play at the bigger stage.
应该是后者吧，因为我并不满足于
often like choke.
他一个小小的香港冠军。
He often choked. He said he's not. Suk said he's not really like, you know, he's not satisfied of the Hong Kong Invitational. You know, they were the champion, but he doesn't really. It's nice. It's definitely a confident booster for him, but it was not something like, you know, he's gonna make a big deal out of it. He wants a bigger challenge.
其实世界杯的最后一局，我反复
And for the EWC, if there's a chance, would you go back? He said he replayed that match a lot of times. He said, I don't think there's like one match like that can decide it all. I think it's like
第二是合理的，也是正常的。所以如果现在让我再回
He said like he watched like, you know, all of the matches like he played in the EWC because they were second place. He said he rewatched it all. I think it's like they deserve the second place based on their performance. So this is actually a really good segment for us to know Suk, to know his competitive career, to know the thinking behind the competitive, you know, the time he playing competitive pretty much. Suk is, you know, another like OG in the space. These are, oh my god, these are some like PC 4 a.m. Suk. How many of you still remember 4 a.m. Suk, bro? 4 a.m. Suk was dominating. That's a PMGC that I played with them. That's a 2022 PMGC. He was on red hair. I remember it. WBG should pressure one team to fight the other team. No, I don't think they're in the position to do that, bro. They are the one who's getting pinned, so they can't really try force one team to fight another team. 4 a.m. Suk was built different. Yeah.
或许真的就如最后一块拼图所说的，他可能会把我这么多年所有的遗憾给填补上。因为我当初来打职业的时候，也是为了让自己到时候看着别人站在领奖台，站在世界最高的领奖台拿同级冠军的时候，我会觉得这应该是我要去做的。
His red hair always reminded you of a torch.
正因如此，这次世界赛的机会才如此难得。此刻，我们把奖杯带到了你的面前，你可以尝试将它捧起，或者把这件事留在总决赛的舞台上，并对1个月后的自己。
All right. Enough Suk. All right, enough Suk. Time for some hearts. Time for some Korean girls.
우이만 씨 지각 쌓이면 면담인 거 알지?
네.
What the fuck? What am I looking at?
와, 오늘 아침 일찍부터 사람이 엄청 많네요. 과장 왜?
귀 좀.
네?
나 방귀 나올 것 같다.
예? 방귀요?
조용히 해. 네가 하나 둘 셋 하면 대신 소리 좀 질러줘. 하나 둘.
What if I don't do it?
와! 아, 뭡니까?
아침부터 짜증나게 진짜.
근데 무슨 냄새 안 나요?
Bro, what? Bro, what? What was that?
과장님 도시락 드셔도 돼요? 죽 드셔야 되는 거 아니에요?
괜찮거든. 나 이거 주면 안 돼? 노란 거 이거?
그러니까 이거 말씀하시는 거죠? 여기서 제일 맛있는데 양은 제일 적은 이 계란말이. 드시고 싶으시면 드려야죠.
Wait, Gray in this episode is kind of cute.
두 분 다 여기 계셨네요.
우선 씨 왔어?
안녕하세요.
예. 오늘 계란말이 있네요.
계란말이 왜?
이거 과장님이 좋아하시는 거잖아요. 주기 힘들었던 것 같은데 이거 그냥 유만 씨 드세요.
뭐야, 우선 씨가 왜 그래?
제 거 드리려고요.
우선 씨.
우선 거 뺏지 마시고 그냥 제 거 드세요.
Man, this guy.
진짜 우선 씨는 센스가 좋아.
제가 과장님 건 꽉 잡고 있잖아요.
고마워 우선 씨.
저도 동 과장님에 대한 건 아주 꽉 잡고 있습니다.
아무래도 그러시겠죠. 저보다 과장님하고 호흡도 많이 맞추셨고. 그럼 말 나온 김에 가볍게 이구동성 게임 한번 해볼까요?
오, 좋아요. 콜!
둘이 뭐해? 밥 먹자.
아니요. 과장님, 저희 진지합니다. 이건 자존심 싸움이에요.
뭐 이런 걸로 진지해?
괜찮습니다. 빨리 문제 주십시오.
뭐가 괜찮다는 거야?
This is a game. This is not a movie.
알았어. 그럼 문제 낼게. 내가 좋아하는 동물은?
Oh, shish. Guys, do you think she's a dog person or cat person? Wait. What do you think? She's a cat person? Yeah, I think she's a cat person.
강아지!
뭐야 유만 씨? 어떻게 알았어?
방에 고양이 사진
Easy.
뭐야? 그건 또 언제 봤대?
방이요?
어?
지금 그란님이 잠자고 그런 방만 하는 거예요?
네?
설마 두 분 같이 살아요?
같이 살다니요. 그게 무슨 소리예요?
우선 씨 무슨 그런 농담을 해?
아니 아까 전에 분명히 이거 방이라고 말씀하셨잖아요.
방? 방이라고 했나? 자리라고 하지 않았나?
What do you study in Canada? Women study.
사무실 자리.
그럼 제가 잘못 들은 겁니까?
그렇다니까요.
자, 두 번째 질문. 내가 제일 좋아하는 스타킹 종류는?
Black. Of course, black.
검은색 스타킹. 제가 세상 스타킹 다 사드려봤는데 그라님 최애는 무조건 검은색 스타킹입니다. 껌스.
기억하네. 내가 이래서 유만 씨를 좋아해. 나에 대한 기억력이 은근 좋아.
앞으로도 계속 알려주십시오. 제가 다 기억하겠습니다.
과장님 손님 오셨는데요.
아 맞다. 오기로 했었는데.
누구요?
저 왔어요. 나 적당한 때 잘 찾아온 거 맞죠?
Why's she here?
시간 좀 내줘요.
자고 싶다?
맞아. 나도 이제 제대로 된 사업 좀 해보려고요. 그럼 발표를 시작하겠습니다.
Match started? Wait. Oh shit. Bro, my PC is lagging. The game crashed my PC, chat. I got some render issue.
A bit stronger. Hero betrayed, but will
Bro, I
be
need to
reasonable.
restart my game. Restart my PC.
Around Geek is going to allow you to rotate a lot sooner. I think we do have an interview very soon, John.
Oh, yeah, with Hardboy over on the stage with 7WG, caught up with how Arc Red are doing in 11th place.
To a quick report with the 7WG, I'm joined by none other than Arc Red Hardboy. I mean, a great performance here in this match, securing at least a top 4. But I want to go back because during your group stage, during Group Red,
I think I need to restart.
almost qualified
PC is
to
too
grand
laggy right
finals
now.
directly. Do you think you can bring back that performance here in Last Chance?
Last Chance'da men uveraman, что hozircha o'yinimizga o'xshamayotgan bo'lishi mumkin, lekin hozir yana ikkita karta bor.
No, even if I close the Gunner game, it's like still.
Просто ozgina ba'zi bir xatolarni ustida ishlab olsak bo'ldi. Adaki hammasi kontrolda, xavotir olmaylik. Bor kuchimizni ishlatib harakat qilamiz grand finalga o'tish uchun.
We have two matches left and the second day left, and we'll try our best. Now we are not doing our best, but there is some moments that happening. So we will.
You know what, chat? Be right back. I'm gonna restart my PC. Restarting my PC. Chat, we're back. Hello? Bro, the Elgato is so buggy. Can you hear me? I think you can hear me, but you cannot hear the game sound. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Elgato is so shit. It's bugging like crazy. One second, chat. Why is it not reading? Oh my god.
Between second place and sixth place, so
there you go.
flexible, especially in a 12-match
Came back.
sprint like this. In a circle.
Okay, now it's good.
Just a little bit out in the cold right now with a
No, it's fine,
seventh
it's fine,
place
it's fine now.
position. They've had, I think, well, certainly one decent roll-up, sometimes a little bit misguided. And on this circle on the south edge, they may have to try and figure out just what the difference is as they roll up towards Team Flash and towards Gen G and Weibo even further beyond to the north.
Team Flash in 6th place, 31 points. There's still a chance for them. Again, I think anyone that's under that 30-point position, they need a chicken dinner on one of these last two matches. So for me, that really includes Papa Supermassive, Boars, and potentially Wolves. I think for Arcred and Alliance, I am a little less convinced. That would have to be probably 2 strong games back-to-back. For Falcons, 9ZG, and GK,
Gunner game made your PC crash?
At this point, personally.
Sarah, you hate do you hate the Gunner game that much?
I mean,
you need to persuade the chat, bro. They be enjoying the Gunner game so much. I can't even tell you. I mean, they made me to play the game. It's not that I want to play the game, bro.
So it is possible.
They made me play the game.
Pretty close towards the top, but it's just not what we've been seeing from these rosters, right? It's not what we've come to expect now. And even though Falcons are in a pretty decent northern side spot of Los Leones, they've lost my faith, which is unfortunate. On the middle side, I'm going to be looking towards teams a little bit more healthy on the standings. There's Law, and Federal actually gets the cut across on towards Arc Red, and those viewer parties he was talking about, I don't think are going to be super happy right now, Blank, because he's the last hand. But for Law,
Top 2 is so hard.
They're charging it down.
It's like literally, it's not even how well you can play, bro. It's somehow, sometimes it's lag based also. We only play how many matches? I think it's 12 matches, right? Only 12 matches, top 2 qualify. It's actually nuts.
11th place. For Influence Rage, though, they're happy to pick up the points. They are currently chasing. Ultra Ego set themselves up in a line up there, and they do need to go a little bit further. So the fields are out towards that eastern side. You also have a lot of Los Leones down towards the south. So what you're looking at right now is this horizontal cross, right? Where a lot of teams need to play in. You could send some players down towards that south side just to hang around on the northern edge of Los Leones, but this is cutting out a lot of area because you don't really want to be playing in Lebendita either, unless you're the Ghouls, I guess. But it's not ideal. There's a lot of space in this circle, which is just not where you want to be. And if you're forced
Ace
to go
wanted
there,
me to
it's
play
not
with the
gonna feel
game,
great for
play
you
the
in
5 hearts on the one roof game with him together.
You're gonna have a pretty rubbish time.
Dude has 2 kids and I got a wife,
We'll
just
see
saying, chat.
1 or 2 escapees from the fight. Maybe
Don't
just send into Los
tell
Leones
Ace
right
that
now,
I
but
exposed him on stream.
for the moment, teams are still a little bit put together. I'm expecting that to change when this next shift starts to close.
I think most of the teams are waiting for that as well, John. Personally, I think they'd love to know where this next circle's heading over towards. I think Alliance right now have a strong position. Influence Rage, particularly inside the concrete, is very safe.
Today after the PMGC, I mean, I don't know, bro. At this point, I can't trust Ace, bro. Every time Ace be saying something like, "Oh, Xifan, I can play with you now," and then his waifu came into his room. Baby's crying. What are you doing, Daddy? And Ace be like, "Xifan, I gotta go right now. Sorry, bro. I only got like 10 minutes or something like that." You know? Every single time it's like that.
In
Yeah.
response, and
Every single time.
Really getting backed off here. Gen G afraid to take a stand. And on the north side now of Los Leones, the northeast corner, just about squeaking their way in. Find a little bit of refuge.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I mean, that shot from Gen G as well kind of saves them there.
His wife gonna beat him up if he catches
side.
him playing at it all.
I was quite pleased with the
No,
way
I
they
don't
played
think
that
so.
out.
Like,
And they get towards the northern portion of Los Leones.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if my wife is playing a gooder game, but it's gonna be like, you know, male characters and stuff.
Very early right now here.
To be
for the
honest.
Bulls. You are on the outside of the circle at the moment, so Burmese Ghouls know.
I feel like
that
at
they have
the
a
end of the day,
competitor in
all
midst.
humans have fantasy. So like, I understand.
Something that they will be keeping an eye on.
I waited 20 minutes. I didn't wait just 20 minutes. I waited 3 hours. Yesterday, I waited 3 hours. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna play PUBG at the end of the stream. I'm gonna play Ion 2 at the end of the stream. Xifan, wait for me." I said, "Sure." So I get on, waited for him 3 hours, and then he played 20 minutes and dipped out at the middle of the dungeon. Right? This is my homie.
They've been here before.
This is what will happen to you if your homie ever get married. Right? It will happen to every single one of you.
It's nice if I think
Especially
most
when you
teams
have
would
kids.
prefer,
Oh no, Sug.
A center on this means you can much more commit towards these.
Oh no!
Hills, the high grounds.
Wow.
The cliff parts. Good shots though.
Ruining dreams right now,
Takes down
FL.
2 players from Weibo, which is pretty disastrous for our 4th place team.
Yeah, that's unfun. Not what you want to see. Coming off the back of the game they just had as well, getting into the points decently. Yeah, this is Weibo back up to their old tricks now.
What makes them Gunner game?
For some semblance of cover,
No,
but
these.
it's so
Oh my
few and
god,
far
the baby
between, he
just
won't
got
find
wiped. No, it's just like the way the camera moves and all that. It's either on the girl's chest or boobs.
say I lost faith in the Falcon. I have not lost faith in Narvalo. He's still got a little more power to give.
Anuj, thank you for the 5 gifted members. Thank you for the 5 Axie Leader membership.
I mean, this man's a one-man.
Oh, Cielo. Lucky you. Get the Axie Lead.
I think the Falcons are very, very glad to have Narvalo.
Have you been enjoying me playing the Gunnar game, Anuj? Or you hate it also?
Component to the team. But yeah, this sort of, again, the last chance though. Falcons need 2 big games, remember?
Wow, this is going to be a big game
happen,
that I win
it's
out.
very unlikely. But that is the goal they need to hit today, sadly. And there's only 2 more matches left to do it.
3 go. The challenge on the roll up the board seemed to be no match for it, though.
Anuj is a big Gunnar.
He is. The approach, Havlik now getting chewed through a little bit by Alva, and the backlines eat him up fully. Actually, that's Burmese Ghouls as well chiming on in, but Krypton now feels the terror. Yapka steps forward, steps up to the plate. Rosemary now for the challenge, and again, they're just not tagging on. He's ticking up.
Navolo is so clutch, bro. It broke my heart that Falcon is playing this bad.
4 players alive for the Burmese Ghouls. They did manage to get their player back up, unknown, into the fold. Ichi, ooh, that's the bow down though. Take a little bit of time because Alliance are taking shots out this way too.
Alliance looking to take shots off into the distance. Over towards Alter Ego as well as Burmese Ghouls.
Oh,
see if they can get their way through here. I think that's the most surprising thing is Burmese Ghouls was able to pick Unknown back up again.
We were talking about 5 hearts on the one roof.
Yeah, and that Labendita crater. It was the boards really who were holding that one down. So as soon as they alleviated, they could go back on out.
Hexar got knocked, of course.
Moving in with 4. I mean, they're chasing down Alter Ego now. Chasing away Influence Rage, who really aren't in the area though, so a bit of a separated fight.
Xifan, you still grinding iron too? I am. I'm still grinding.
Blank is just about to pop, but the Falcons still holding their middle for now. For now, they're doing pretty well.
We move down towards the south side, so Genji on that rotate past the flash actually works out massively well in their favor. Able to get into a fairly strong position here. Burmese Ghouls looking to move their way down past Alter Ego. Remember, 6 elims. This is great news. Actually, we weren't paying too much attention to this, but 6 elims so far for Alter Ego is very good. And I think that if Alter Ego disengaged from this fight, I'd be quite pleased with that as well. I don't think they need to fight this.
I don't necessarily know. They can just try and move away. First or second doesn't really make too much of a difference. When it comes to it, it's all about getting just one or the other at this point. So you don't really want to slow down the Burmese Ghouls. You want to try and pick a team, maybe.
Bro, Ion 2 is too popular.
Although you can't really do that.
Ion 2 is too popular right now.
Take that time because it will just hit your points tallies more than anything. If you try and overinvest in something
Literally
like that,
the best MMO right now.
Generally a bad plan. Very inadvisable.
No game even comes close.
But for now, disengage. Earn more points than you thought ever possible by making the smart play here on the north side.
For Alter Ego, they actually get Rosemary down towards the southwest. That's past Alliance as well as past Burmese Ghouls. I think it's hard now to get the rest of the team over towards them. They're definitely going to get shot at. It's a little bit of luck required. Alpha going down is unfortunate. But I think Alter Ego, they made their mind up much earlier.
Alter Ego. They are going to contest it, but Godspeed does take a bit of damage, but it will not get the knock.
You can't find the game on Steam. Right now, it's only available for Taiwan and Korea. If you want to play, you gotta use a VPN. Or are you talking about 5 hearts on the one roof? 5 hearts on the one roof is available on Steam.
Deep back into the blue to grab a vehicle.
Oh, you gotta pay for it.
All the way out wide. They do not want to get involved, but Rosemary has got their run out too. Yatka has to hop out behind the vehicle.
Who's the most popular Chinese porn star? We don't have one. Porn's banned in China.
Pressure on could start to move around, but
you know that, right?
So low on HP. A nade. It bubbles around. Rosemary doesn't see it. Oh no! When he goes down to a nade, he had Yatka dead to right, but just couldn't convert. And now it's just Krypton on the back lines. Last player to stand, and Yatka is going to pick that up. 4 elims for Burmese Ghouls, and they take down first play.
That is sad. That is very, very sad for Burmese Schools. They are chasing though. And Burmese Schools are doing a fantastic job today. They really are. It's been a little less explosive, a little less flashy, but they get the job done. So well done to them. Mindset Globen moving past the walls here, but there is some fantastic shots.
Of course, he
does need to be
gores.
Sidelines though.
He gores gets finished also, bro.
You can't just be going on through.
Why would a Wolf pick a player like this? I don't get it.
Wolves making their way on in.
But yeah.
Gen G pushed aside somewhat, but still with a force.
On
the southwest edge of it, trying to take shots over towards the Wolves. The center keeps those scrappy buildings in as well. And for Influence Rage, this is pretty good news for their chase, or it would be if the Burmese Schools weren't still in.
Burmese Schools still holding on this outside edge jump. Looking over towards the Alliance. Alliance have crossed the road, which was going to be the big difficulty for them. The fact they've already got 2 outposts out there is really good. Means they can potentially get the other players across, but both teams will need to deal with Influence Rage in the future. Falcons are nipping at the Burmese Ghouls' heels. How does Flash hit that?
It's the takeout guy.
That's a win right on the eastern side. He's far away from the rest of the team, and he's just causing problems for the Alliance.
WBG not making it.
Right.
Let's wait till the whole match is finished today, so that we can give a conclusion. I mean, even WBG still has a chance, to be honest. It's not that hard for them to make it up.
A real test of fortitude. But Jimmy's not connecting onto the spray down with Yatka. And they're going to have to move as well, so can no longer influence this fight. Healing will slowly start to tick up for the Burmese Ghouls, and the Falcons just want to hold the edge of this white ring. No nades finding their way on just yet. Unknown. Ooh, goes a little bit long against him. And the danger sent back up top. Doesn't tag on either.
Yeah, a little slow on the game here. And again, it's because the terrain is so horrendous to work with for a lot of squads. The Flash still having this massive high ground down towards the southeast is quite funny. That stayed in the game for so long. And there's a tiny bit of Lost Leon still in. So it's sort of an urban area finish if we head down towards the southwest side, John.
Yes. Got the potential to go either way.
Only 2 days, yes.
Hilltops, urban. No, open ground. So maybe that's the one saving grace that we're going to see. Falcons with 5 elims.
This Mufti Cup is kind of smart
for this team.
It can rotate at the top.
With 4 of them.
So if you don't want to drink it,
on the whole,
you kind of like rotate
the run
it.
up from Papa Supermassive.
It's back. That's a pretty smart mechanism.
It's now up to get the Burmese Ghouls to try and take a turn around the block, and landing an aid onto Narvalo does a little bit of damage. Got an aid in response, and Unknown goes fully down for it. Redox with 3.
Ooh.
1 on the cook right now, 1 launched out fast, and Yatka falls. The nades from Falcons are landing on target. It's up to Ichi now to keep them alive, but the points is going to start to flow.
5 kills for
tally. 8 elim.
Narvalo.
Transition south or die. That is the challenge for Falcons.
Very well done to Ralph there, holding this angle. Knew that this would be the approach and a team would take. Now they need to find this initial knock, and then they can start to control Alliance, as well as Ralph looks over. Another good nade, 1 more sent through, and it's a good pop on that one. Another player drops down.
Hello.
Surely Falcon wins this, right?
I mean, what you step it out? That's pretty crazy. Redox wants to try and channel
Bro,
that in an Narvalo situation, but he's just making them feel unnerved.
10 Ilum for Falcon.
I think was Team Flash chiming in there, or Narvalo was able to put that one to bed. Everybody else seemingly a distraction. But Narvalo to tear through the lobby. Loop's going to roll up. Don't want to get stuck in because the Falcons are terrifying right now on that northern edge. And they'll move into town in the meantime. Keeps that corner scrap in play. The Loops are going to try and make the most of it.
There's pretty interesting ending here, John. A little bit of buildings down towards the south side. The Wolves are currently holding. The Falcons can sort of play this position, but they need to wait for the flash to be forced off that high ground first. It's the only way they can push down towards the south. It's the reason why Alliance went down to the flash, because they had those angles from that southeast side. This is smart from the Falcons to bide their time.
I mean, they'll also be able to potentially farm a couple more elims down towards the town, right? With that oversight, with that high ground. There go Team Flash. They've made their move. So, do the Falcons make their move now too? Falak with a hold. Good on the first date. As the approach to Inner Circle, who have been fairly quiet here, steps out for the flush and win. Can't quite connect. Falak dodging around those bullets. That spray not going well. Bose falls as well. But now Falak holds against the last player from Team Flash. Right at his doorstep, waiting for the shot.
Nice.
But he's not given an inch. Will step out, look for the spray. You can't come in here. There's no room. Falak's too big for the boots, so we'll be able to slam down.
Nice.
With a hefty step on towards Team Flash, and Noki will knock the running entirely.
I didn't realize Falak was trying to get in his boots, but yeah, I guess he is too big for his boots. An interesting play there from Falak. Managed to hold on.
These boots aren't big enough for the both of us.
Well, apparently not. Apparently not. I mean, it is scary. I would be worried if a man tried to come to me and try and get his feet in my boots whilst I was wearing them. I would enjoy that. The Falcons dealing with Influence Rage, who are still holding on this high ground. They got taken down by Influence Rage, did flash earlier. So Falcons again have a new target, new enemy.
WBG comeback.
I think they are playing it out fairly reasonably so far. Big Molly in the building. Doesn't quite spread far enough though. Well, Dammy's getting prepared. Medkit.
He's already tagging it on. I feel like the Falcons have just always fallen short of getting into strong late game scenarios, right? Over the course of what we've seen from them so far. But in those late game spots, that is where they really haven't been able to show too much. They definitely have got the prowess.
Again?
Be able to make it through the nerves.
Again? Oh no!
As Falak still will deny entry to anybody. Unfortunately, he steps out of his building. His stronghold has been breached, and he will fall down. Gen G, the ones to be able to find the weakness in the armor there against the Inner Circle.
Redox got that kill.
Struggling, and I think likely to go down soon. But it is Falcons who are gathering
Redox,
the
can I
majority
miss
of the points off the back
those?
of this. Redox wants a little bit
Can I
more.
miss
Does
those?
not want these going over towards
gotta
the
hit those.
circle. And they should be able to tag on. Another shot from Narvalo over towards Federal. This is a very different Falcons. from what
God,
we've seen
Falcon.
before. They are giving it their absolute all in these final moments of the first day of
Look
Last
at these
Chance.
nades flying.
And they need to.
Oh
This
my
is
lord.
their last chance to keep things going. 13 elims found now, Blank, and they have two
Oh
knocks
my
ready to
God.
farm on up. Looking to go monumental here. I said, oh, maybe 30-point games can happen, but maybe 30
points
can
game?
happen, Blank, because we've got 5 teams remaining. They're all in dribs and drabs. Influence Rage just about putting 3 of themselves back together, but the Falcons still have their
There's him.
high ground
Rough.
perch.
There's him.
With 6 elims on
There's
Fernando,
Farrell.
the rest of the team is starting to catch up, but this is what they needed, and it could not have come at a
Close
better
pushing
time.
up.
No, I mean, they're all taking
Redox
different
is farming.
fights. Honestly, this is the crazy thing
Wait,
about all of
didn't
this.
you see him?
Is that they are taking 3 fights at once. Each player is dedicated to a
There's
specific
so
angle.
many,
You can
like,
see
just
every
this is
time
a
Redox
shooting
comes
range
on,
for
he
Falcon
helps
right now.
with the shots, and then he's immediately back over towards looking at that west side. They are gathering points quickly.
Oh, bro,
in
what
this
the
game.
fuck you're
Now
doing,
looking to
Core?
complete the run versus Influence Rage, but they lose 1. Sadly, Narvalo gets a little bit too close to it.
Bro, Coop's nade?
Misstep there.
Is he
3
trying to nade
players down for the
Coop loops
Falcons
or
as
he's trying to
Inner
nade?
Circle Still trying to
I
charge on
see.
through. Influence Rage trying to challenge for second place. Loops as well, but Inner Circle wants to stop Loops.
Bro,
dead in their tracks.
Loop.
IQ trying to hop on through. The
Oh,
nade
bro,
comes
what
through
is
the
this?
Wolves, and it will be everybody for angle. The
Uh-huh.
touchdown will go, and it's the Falcons to fall. They haven't made it. The Wolves, they managed to survive all of that. They get the chicken dinner. Are you kidding me? Where did that come from?
Oh, in the final moments, it was so necessary to get the chicken dinner.
What did I just watch?
A slight falter from Cole. And I mean, that's a Falcons.
What did I just
mistake.
watch?
I don't think he had.
What
to
is
push
this?
that. I know he wanted to clean house. I know he wanted those eliminations. But as a 4, maybe it could have been different. They have a fighting chance. They have a fighting chance.
they do still get second place. You're right. They managed to put a lot of tally as well because they were brutal. I didn't quite catch how many elims they got right at the end there for the Falcons, but yeah, it's really, really nasty not to find that final blow, that final chicken dinner. There's 10 points to add to their tally. They lose out at the end. The Wolves snatch it away.
Bro. Unbelievable. It's all Chaos full. I mean, did they manage to wipe INF? If they managed to wipe the NF, I would say it's not too bad.
You missed it. What happened in this end game? Let's just focus and exactly watch as the Wolves pull out a chicken dinner some way, somehow, Max.
So IQ does outlive Loops. So really good clutch.
Yeah, Korra doesn't need to die
there.
there.
Very good influence rate.
Korra definitely doesn't need to die here.
One player, Korra, I think big overstep for Falcons. Not really a necessary play this time around, but IQ here redeeming this entire fight, trying to exit Los Leones itself. Very happy within the circle as they're getting somewhat assisted by Wolves. And Wolves was just chilling on this ridge cliffside position, and I want to see the final shot. So they jump down. Dorian finds the first one, and then his team, I believe, gets the second, and that's how they get the win. Oh, Falcons were forced off the cliff and were just sped into the meat
getting hard carried. This buddy, man. This buddy gets hard carried by his team. Bro, he low-key needs to give out his percentage to the rest of the players here.
And then all of a sudden,
they
Wolves
manage to, you know,
out of there, and my mic was off, but
like
it's fine.
low-key.
Wow. I'm a bit speechless. I have to think about this for a second because we were so focused on the Loops and Inner Circle fight. So focused on that. Who went out first? And then all of a sudden, Wolves just come up on screen. Kind of crazy, but hey, GG. I mean, talk about team that needed a win. We were hyping up Falcons in our chat, right? But Wolves as well needed this win. It's not a big elimination win, but still, 17 points on the board is going to be huge.
A win is a win.
Well, if we're talking about Wolves taking the win, I am going to say there was definitely a big portion of luck to take into the equation here. So Wolves were definitely favored by the circle. The fact they didn't have to move was massive. Literally, the teams trying to exit Los Leones had to cross so many little open areas to make it to Wolves in the first place, and chances are they were fighting each other, so Wolves didn't have to get involved, and then Falcons had to drop off a cliff.
Even if I get a
to
team, right, better...
Not much for them to do, so Wolves, you know what?
Like a rat
they got in a good position, and they took some really sick shots at the end to make sure they wrap up that chicken dinner. But
even I put up a team like this, you know, years ago.
A low ground finish, a valley
they're
finish.
still not like, you know, despite, you know, these are all good players and all that, but like, you know, in these kind of lobbies, anyone can win, and any teams can struggle here.
I'm gonna go off.
No matter how good
what
you are.
are you doing? This is like the #1. Don't do this. Is that road? Don't rotate. You know there's gonna be teams of that area on those mountains, and they understood that now. If they didn't before,
Wolves won like NHP. What do you mean won like NHP? How dare you trash talking my NHP?
Some stragglers, some solos, they're on the rocks, they're hiding away from you. You got to be so careful when you're rotating on the eastern road of Los Leones. And
these are some nice spray here.
Literally had no scouting done this time around. Though back into some later on fights happening in this game, Ultra clash with Boars, they get themselves some good eliminations, then Burmese Boars get involved. But you know what? Fight. They kind of hope onto Falcon. They let solo. Oh my goodness, IQ. Pulling this background for Inner Circle, he's been doing so much for this team.
For sure. For sure. If you take a look at these
all right. Once again, thank you PUBG Mobile for sponsoring this live stream. And for those of you just tuned in to the live, PUBG Mobile, the PMGC will be having a creator, like kind of like showdown in Thailand by the time when PMGC Grand Finals happening. So let me just show you guys. You know, these they will invite some, like, you know, pop star from Thailand and a bunch of PUBG Mobile creators. You know, we have Farouk, T-Mac, Yamna. These creators will be, you know, they will be representing NA and going against the creators, I guess, and Slab from all other regions.
into a late game scenario, Niptro, without losing a single player. And I've been harping on
So
about this topic
I'll be doing a watch party on this. Just make sure you guys drop into my live December 13th when PMGC drops. All right, I'll be there watching the whole NA showdown, not like the Superstar United events with you all.
Just clutch up big time on that hilltop.
I mean, 16 eliminations. A lot of those came from Narvalo, right? Yeah, you're right, because I think even in the group stage, we were saying the same thing, right? Is that
Xifan didn't get invited? It's sad, bro. It's sad. I didn't get invited. I kind of want to go, to be honest. Thailand, man. That's Thailand that we're talking about.
Another example of that.
That's Thailand that we're talking about, bro.
That didn't have such a good time.
So many good food there.
Got 4 points, but they were one of the teams that was just taken out by Falcons really well, by the way, but they were just zoned out completely. Alliance was the same deal, as well as Weibo, you know, having a rough day as well. 1 point on the board is not looking too good, Max.
I mean, one team that's not looking too good for me is going to be Papara Supermassive Blaze. They had that great first match here with Kamikaze doing so
finally, Doran, another MVP. You know you want to get massage?
No,
bro, Thailand massage is the best massage. I went to a city in China where it's like kind of getting closer to Thailand. There's like a Thai place in that city. So all the guy who's doing the massage, they are all like so professional. Like literally, the moment they put their hands on me, I literally completely fall asleep. It was like so comfortable. It's like
solid points. And let's take a look at the
experience was just insane.
Burmese Ghouls still holding that second place position, but look at that. Wolves,
if you have never get massaged by some Thai people, you're missing out.
So
like
far behind.
You have to experience at least once in your life.
Kept them alive. Kept them alive. But they're in the conversation now.
Jukes, I gotta say that they have 7 placement points. They got 6 in that last game.
And also, I think in Thailand they have these kind of massage where they especially
come on, Falcons, we need another
they do these like special massage for your private part.
That's just such a crazy stat.
Not sauce. It's just like you know.
Sad about
not gonna massage
really. The lack of
but it's not like it's not the weird kind of massage, but it's just like they have for girls for men both. They have a special massage specifically for your private part.
Because right now that is definitely going to hinder their chances of doing well. But looking at the top 4 players, here we go. Now this is the Falcons. Do we remember from the end of 2024, even early 2025, right, Niptra, with PMGO, Koaz up there, same for Redox and Narvalo. The Frenchie, making me proud to be from France. Hell yeah, more of this, please.
Heck yeah, yes, please.
And even Krypton. Falcons. Wait, he's still there.
Yeah, Krypton's here again. Krypton's here again. The dude won't leave us alone. He's like, no, I will be on the MVP list. I might not be #1, but I will be in the top 4. This is my spot.
Wow. I mean, crazy. I mean,
if I'm broke cool down. What do you mean
putting up points regardless of the situations. Burmese Ghouls put up some as well. All right. Now that we had the Falcons put up such a massive game, they're in that conversation still, right? It was over until that game. But now at this point, there's some extra factors that go into this, Max Man, right? If Alter Ego and Burmese Ghouls have a big game here or a chicken dinner, it could really make things more difficult.
Dragon
so there's still a lot of factors to happen, right? That need to go right for Falcons and so many squads in the middle to still make it to top 2.
If we have them, Burmese Ghouls and Alter Ego, to use your example, have a good game here, it's going to start to set up a really big.
The thing I was talking about,
big threshold. There's going to be.
It's called the Dragon
to have one good game just to somewhat be able to compete with them, which you do not want that to happen. So right now, this is not all doom and gloom. That point gap is not big enough. They're like, oh no, this is such a big point gap. We can't afford to have a single bad game. No, you can still technically maybe have 1 or bad 2 performances. But Burmese Ghouls and Alter Ego, I think, are indeed in the position right now.
I'm missing out. Big massage.
That one big game that kind of sets them apart from the rest of the lobby, so they can somewhat rest a little bit, and I really mean a little bit, on their laurels. But as of right now, anyone can still do a massive jump up in the next game. Literally, the last game of day 1, we could have an entirely different top 2.
Yeah, I think even all the way down to 9th place, right? Falcons with 31, 2nd place is 46. So a 15-point difference between 2nd place going to finals and 9th place going home, right? So far, I mean, we've had 5 games and they've been big games, and Alter Ego have won 2 of them. But still, the leaderboards are really, really close. Most of mostly thanks to that last game, really, in terms of in the case of some of the teams, but just some very, very close points here, Jukes.
Hey, I saw Narvalo smiling, by the way. That's scary.
Yes.
Hey, well, let's see how scary he's gonna be in this last match of day one, last chance. Let's take it on over to the beautiful desert of Miramar.
Oh, one more time for the desert today. Blank. These games are going really, really quickly. And it's got to feel all breaks off right now for our teams because we are reaching the point of no return, the point of desperation. Unless you can pull something out the bag right here, right now, you're not getting through. And that could make things easy, especially into Rondo tomorrow morning. That's what I'm most excited for, as well as teams will be a little bit more unleashed. We saw craziness with a massive multi-way hot drop today. I fear to think what's going to happen tomorrow, but for now, it's going to be sanity on Miramar.
I actually think tomorrow is going to be a little bit more quiet Rondo.
See, GNG versus IC game, that Gen Claw guy did Fallout 30 by stopping Flock's movement. I mean, that's what you could do every time we get knocked. You guys should do the same. If you're playing PUBG, you get knocked, and your teammates is fighting the enemy, that's what you should do. Exactly.
There are some teams we can start to count out.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that there are a few who are now just too far behind. And it's not going to work out for them. I mean, Kike in that last one, having a real rough time of it. Not really going to be able to do too much. They just squeaked through from their group stage to get to the last chance. And yeah, I'm not expecting them to be able to put more down. No more rubber to road, I don't think. 9ZG, 9Z Globen, not quite able to do enough so far. Could be quite a few, but one of the teams that we would have been adding to that link was Falcons. And after that last match, they definitely do have a chance. We caught up with Narvalo on the stage for his incredible holds to kick off their performance in the last match. Seven, what do you have to say?
Welcome to a quick report with the 7WG. I'm joined by the man that hates interviews, but he keeps performing well, so we're going to have to keep asking him questions from Falcons. Narvalo,
man.
What was going on
was my
today?
guy.
We weren't seeing the Falcons that we expect.
Like, besides Rosemary, I think the guy that popped off the most
wasn't expected
in this whole PMGC is Narvalo. No one comes close.
It was kind of a hard game, but we didn't bet a lot on Rondo. And Erangel, I think it's mostly miscommunication and not playing as a team. We had but the last one was a military. It kept shifting north, and it was just. I mean, it's kind of a bad game, but. This game, I think we show what we can do, even coming from El Pozo all the way to Los Leones. We move fast, and it paid off with a middle position. And I think after we played our game and finally play as 4 and get 16 elims, I think.
Yeah, and 8 came out of you. So I'm hoping that momentum is going to continue because you guys are expected to make it to the grand finals. I'm hoping you make it to the grand finals. Back to y'all.
Hey, that's some pretty good insight there. I mean, obviously not having the greatest start to the day, and as I said before, not really a team that we were thinking much of. They were severely decimation, but it is true. If they get to a late game as 4, they're pretty good, unless you have to go down a hill against the Wolves. But we don't talk about that.
No, we do not. But yeah,
Wolf's going to make it. Mark your awards. Sure, I'm not going to mark your awards. I don't think a Wolf's going to make it.
Angles they've taken. It's not looked
no chance.
Amazing in that aspect. But 31 points. Again, like I said, they need another big game here.
What about APG top?
Some of the squads towards the top.
No, I mean top.
I think I would be pleased if
APG top played insane too, but Narvalo I think is just he's playing Falcon. Not every single one of the Falcon players are performing, and the fact he can consistently outperform these lobbies,
I think
it proves that he's really performing. I feel like he's even more performing than top. Top he's performing because the whole team is performing.
If that's the case,
the team is offering in some good positions near the top place, But the thing is, Narvalo's team is not even the first place. They never got the first place, but Narvalo consistently performing. You know, that just I just feels like I'd give him more credit to Navallo just based on, you know, the team performance was weaker, but his individual performance was really strong.
It is, as I said, very quick to close down the opportunities, and it will be a lot towards Rondo for a big game for these teams towards the bottom to even have a chance. So we'll have to wait and see. There are quite a few teams though that are still in.
Chips popped off too, right? Yeah, we've seen some moments for Chips. Again, DK is another top performing team, and the players performed, sure. But
over the course of this match, depending on who's at a good game
Falcons
behind
not.
it. But yeah,
They're consistently in the mid-pack team, but Novelo's able to, you know, perform like this is just like nuts.
In with a chance. There is still that possibility. Anything over 50, I think you're starting to look pretty happy. And at the moment, that's only Alter Ego.
The Burmese Ghouls, they can do it. They're starting in the graveyard, which is very thematic for them. We'll see where they can go from that position. We do have a couple of central teams in a circle. I think they've done fairly well, right? I don't think it's up to the standard of a lot of the fans would hope they would be doing right now. I think they'd hope they'd be further up towards the top 3. Just considering how the circle is and has been. Yeah, 5 right now feels a little bit lackluster, I imagine. I think they've done perfectly fine today, personally. I think there have been some moments where they have shown a bit more aggression, which is fair enough. They knew they needed more points, so they've gone for it. But I would like to see more.
Yeah, it's something, I mean, something that all of our teams here.
Falcon gonna kill Koa after the BGC?
Right, to this point.
No, I don't think so. I mean, Koa was not really that underperforming, to be honest. Korra was all right.
Even qualify, even to last chance.
And they had like a really good team chemistry.
Many other teams,
you know, because I hang out with them in Germany. Like, you know, they are all like joking with each other and all that. Like, I really like their like team synergy and all that.
In
the atmosphere just feels great within Falcon teams.
To earn that spot here, and even last chance at the PMGC is a pretty monumental achievement, to be honest. Everyone should be proud of themselves.
Why did you? Oh, sorry. I restarted my stream. Didn't mean to stop my Twitch stream. I opened it right now again.
On the planes straight to the airport after tomorrow's matches. Alliance, they are starting to wane now. Having one or two
switch to WBG and translate. I cannot because they're not showing the team POV now.
Even with their missteps, Alter Ego though, it's true. Seems like they have been able to rise a little bit stronger than the rest of our.
I mean, 7 minutes into the game, 64 players alive, 16 teams in. Much more cautious game this time around. Also, not a horrible circle for a lot of people to get down towards. Especially this is cutting out like that San Martin ridgeline over towards the north side. It means teams aren't just all barreling in for a specific spot. So there is more space. Genji hears shots and immediately turns around. Like, we don't want anything to do with that.
No, that's, I mean, maybe a wise decision. They don't want to get stuck in just yet. It's only stage 1, and you do need every point you can get. Well, actually, take that back. For Gen G, maybe they do want to get stuck in, sort of kind of no matter what. Because they desperately need those points. Next circle, just about to come on through. Everyone fairly centered, well, evenly spread towards the center of this one, except for 9ZG. And we get a hard north shift up to Picardo.
And we do go back towards the ridge. So sorry.
Welcome back, Rabbit on Twitch.
Teams. In general, I keep cursing.
Hello, Bliss.
On the circle shifts. But at least it's still on the north side. I'll say that
now.
Straight back up towards the north again. Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult, especially over towards the east.
To be honest, I'll probably give it to
a little bit more open, that valley of death.
I haven't posted a short. I'm gonna post a short like after the live today.
Picardo's still in play. I think Genji's quite
it's the reach moment.
They hold right
oh
now.
my god, he's tricking me so hard.
Because they're far up towards that north side. They cut out a lot of our teams towards
Yama could
the
have still be playing here.
So
by the way, guys.
Be first to face. They can spend a little bit more of this game figuring out where they want to go.
Play was just.
And again, we are looking
that play
at this
was
team
so
to carry that momentum onwards from
bad.
that last game.
I can't even tell you how bad it is.
Look a while, so it sort of does make sense to me that there's miscommunication in the team. I think obviously that the spirits aren't particularly high.
No, not for the moment. I mean, it is going to be really difficult to keep your nerves in check at this point. To keep those spirits, as you say, topped up to the maximum, but it is necessary now. It seems to get towards the crunch pause. They're not going to get stuck in towards loops here. Instead, divert around the playing southwest side of the Cardo right now. Hold up into stables here. Southwest edge, west road out of Los Leones. Loops going to go further in, though. They want to maybe challenge for a more central position. The overlook towards Picardo could potentially be pretty profitable, depending on what teams are going to move in around you. The Falcons, however, they've moved up to the high ground. We've seen what they could do from up high before. But will Narvalo be allowed to run riot in the same way that he's done previously? That remains to be seen. They want to hold on firm. One of the vulnerabilities that we've seen from the Falcons is having half of their 2-2 split and not really having an answer at all. And hopefully that won't come back to bite them here.
Well, if I'm being very brutally honest, I think that they don't have the firepower to hold 2-2 splits. I think they fall over as soon as that happens. I think in terms of the 4-man, the decision making, the critical thinking during those last zones is great. I do think that they can't play the way Alter Ego plays, who currently Rosemary with the Lynx AMR, which could be pretty dastardly. But yeah, I don't think they can play the same way Alter Ego plays, because that is a team that can quite comfortably hold on as 2 players whilst waiting for backup. Falcons don't have that.
Your subscribers?
They can barely hold on for 3 to 4
Thanks
seconds.
for the subs.
Not enough time.
How do I pronounce your name? Sapura Falehalodo. 7105.
At the time being, but the circle shifts out.
WBG.
Not going to stay up.
Are they going to take that compound? Yes, sir. They are. All right.
Opportunity for them here. Remember, they're 3rd place on the table. Looking to chase. Rodrigo wanting to defend their 1st place at the end of the day. Rose out.
Rosemary didn't hear him.
Will not be able to put him already on the upstairs. And he has no idea what's going on. Gripfon trying to defend his teammates, but drop downs easy for Bad Boy, giving them the runaround. Snape and Alva charge on in.
My lord.
Still, but they do manage to finally find
4 elements, but at the cost of getting about to get squad wiped.
Points. They might just be done and dusted here. Alter Ego, though.
What was that pronunciation? That was not. That's your Xifan pronunciation right there.
Alva wants to hold the door, but
his name was way too complicated. His name is too complicated.
There's a lot of potential points here for Alter Ego. They just need to win the fight, which is a little bit more complicated than me just saying it right now. And now with only 2 players, make that 1 player. Yeah, the life gets very hard for them. So it looks like they should be finishing around 58 points unless Krypton brings out something absolutely spectacular in these final moments.
I mean, he might be able to get 1 point, 1 flush. If Jimmy goes too fast on his own up the stairs, sure, maybe a point goes over his way, but getting close to 60 on day 1 is brilliant news no matter what. Nades forcing Krypton out of position, dropping the micro Uzi spray as well. The nades will finally land, and they draw to a close on the day. 58 points, a pretty strong tally for Elims on this match. Let's see who's going to match him for it, though. The Burmese Ghouls, Influence Rage, Loops, but a couple of teams beneath them as well, all looking to take that 2nd spot as we go into our final.
I think for Arcred, that's them out as well now. Going down with 20 points on our 1st day. I don't think they can make it up enough for tomorrow, personally, especially the way they're currently playing. So I think Arcred is done for. If Gen G goes out in the next few minutes, also another team that I'm counting out too. They have been very scared to take any fights, which isn't a promising sign.
No, you can't be scared at this point. I mean, there's nothing to lose.
I cursed Rosemary by glazing him.
At this stage, it is all or nothing. Qualify or don't. There's a little bit.
I mean, they're still 1st place.
But, I mean, even
they may not hold the 1st place after the game, but
compared to what you could get in the grand finals, just getting towards the grand finals is worth 25 grand blank. And last chance, I mean, it is still a few $1,000s in terms of differences, but it's all about those qualification spots. That is what our teams are looking for. Next circle just about to come in on that north side. Could be pretty fraught unless it's a hard northeast shift.
And we do head down towards the southeast side. Weibo currently actually in an okay spot. I prefer the end game over towards the western side ridge.
Hey guards, please don't push up. Hey guys are gonna get
Wolves
naked
right now. Wolves have one player on very low HP, currently bleeding out inside the blue.
Bro.
Baton.
Why is he using?
Reservoir potentially.
What is that 6-time AUG, bro?
Far away to get in.
Bro, did you guys see that? He was using 6-time AUG.
Currently down to a singular player. It's not enough. Yeah, you're not getting him, Doran.
Yeah, that's a real bold flex out from Doran. Unless
he plays like he haven't touched the game in a year, like a Xifan.
Thinking the shots would come on through, but either
low
way,
key.
It is going to.
You see how he adjusted his scope back to 3-time after the fight? It's insane.
Three spray downs for Loop. Oh, this is another team chasing for the top spots, fighting off against the Boars, who right 11th, starting to suffer in the face of Loops. Fits in on that off angle is so dastardly, and they just can't quite find the entrance for SnowX.
I'm definitely not capping, right? He's really playing bad, and we somehow get a glimpse of what he did in close range. You would be playing with a 6-time AUG like in close range.
They're still giving it a go. They're taking down Ratto Boy, but maybe not able to do too much more. Exo taken out, and the rest of them will fall as well. Loops 3 elims. They're now neck and neck with their counterparts
I'm
from
mad,
Brazil.
Bro.
3 points on the elims to 1 for Influence Rage, and dead heat with every single one of them. In second place is the Burmese Ghouls.
I know, 46 points. Tied up with 2 other teams right now. You know, Wolves also taking damage off the distance. Wolves currently at 40 points. I think they've done fairly well today, honestly. For the amount of times we've seen Wolves make some questionable plays, being on 40 points is still quite impressive. Obviously, assisted by their chicken dinner on that last game. For Weibo, this is a very important game, though. Right? I personally don't see them getting into the top.
Castle didn't even catch that. Catch that right on the drop.
During the rotates and during the end games. But if they can get a strong game here, at least it gives them that chance in tomorrow. And quite a good chance at that. If they get themselves like a 15, 18 point chicken dinner from this position.
I mean,
you got something personal? Hell nah, bro. I didn't.
18 points on a game.
Don't have anything personal with him.
Go well. Maybe this is
for the record. I watched this gameplay first time.
In a circle playing this 4.
And it was so bad.
Busted down to 3.
It's so bad.
And they are on the outside of this gas station, not really able to do too much apartments. Noki actually tries to flex out, but that gets caught, that gets curtailed and flushed away. Right quick on the inside. They try and go for the same rotate again. The Blues are putting pressure on, but it's not going to matter. The sprays still do damage, and in a circle, they lose 2 on the rotate. T24, he's flushed out as well.
That's not great. That is not great. Inner Circle just lost a lot off the back of that. And Falak is really struggling now. Here's the Falcons. This is the team we were looking towards. It's against Papara Supermassive, a team with a lot of gun power on side. A great nade, but doesn't take down Nico, but it's Narvalo on the off angle to go down to the Burmese Ghouls. That is real bad news.
And look at Yatka flexing out for the Burmese Ghouls. There's a third party here. And without Narvalo, can the rest of the team stand tall? They don't have 4 anymore. I feel like this surround for the Burmese Ghouls may just be terminal. Ralph reads into it. He knows he needs to tie down instead. He has a threat, though, to worry about on the off angle. And it's going to go down to the Wolves, potentially. Don't know if they're going to try and turn around and go for this one, because Yatka, on that off angle, might just have too much value. Ichi is already down as well, but the pull-off here coming through from the Wolves may just give the Falcons the breathing room they need to find their way through.
Falcons down to 3 players, so like you said, as bad as it looked originally, and it did look pretty terrible. But losing Narvalo that's your heavy hitter on the team. That's the big batter down. Yatka versus Doran. There is some
Doran been popping off so much.
It's not going to take him out. Yatka does go.
And Hexar is getting an off angle.
Position. Yatka down, Doran. with the oversight and Godspeed plunge up towards it. Burmese
Yay!
not gonna have a good time. They
Hexar did nothing, not fight again, chat. Oh my lord.
They have their own troubles right now. Loops as well.
What
Got to
he
be looking to
does.
try this one down. Plenty of teams ready to step in to the Burmese Ghouls' shoes to see what they can find. Weibo holding down the handling Papra Supermassive. Diego's still down, but that could be rezzed. As Papra Supermassive just on the one player now left standing. With Trombi trying to mount an assault up towards the top of the hill. Law
Hard
has his
to
number
carry, by the
and
way.
will put him down. Influence Rage looking in that second place team to be that presence for Brazil. A join Alpha 7. The Falcons now with their challenge against the Wolves. A rematch from the end of the last. Igor just about squeaks through, but he darts back out into the blue zone. Will go down to it, and the Falcons are clipped.
Ruins the chances. Maybe both of them. Wolves a little bit further into this with 5th place, but for the Falcons, that does make life tough. And in my mind, I just don't see 2 or 3 huge games tomorrow coming out from the Falcons. I just cannot see it happening. With some of these other squads in the lobby as well, it's hard to visualize. I'd love for it to come through, but there's got to be some serious confidence coming into tomorrow. They've got to really just shake everything off, slap some cold water on their face and reset. It's got to be like it's day one all over again.
Now the next circle just over the ridgeline. Diego crawling out in the blue. Not too sure about that for Influence Rage. You want all the firepower you can muster as we go into a roadside split. The fact that Weibo could sit in here as well is really nice for them because it is desperate to leave that area. A lot of open ground. The ridgelines completely surround you. The question is, will they get value for it? Because right now, 37 points. They do need more. They need a lot more, and they're not really getting stuck into the fighting.
I think the big result for Weibo right now is that they're probably going to be one of the few 4-man teams still left remaining in this game. That is the biggest positive for them. A lot of the teams on the outside, when they start making their way in, they're inevitably going to have to take fights. They're going to take casualties. I think the biggest winner on this game so far is definitely Influence Rage. Currently at 6 points on the match, up to 51. They are chasing down Alter Ego, looking to set themselves apart from the rest of the lobby. But you are right, Weibo do need more points off the back of this. But from the position they're in, they can't really afford to flex out all that much.
Not too far at all. Their influence is being limited now. I mean, Influence Rage could be jumping up into first place here, Blank, as well. On this game. They're 7 points shy. Definitely possible. In a circle, losing so many earlier on was very, very nasty stuff for them on their run out.
Should always switch to
Too
WBG.
bold with that rotate against Gen G.
Yeah, should always switch to
They do
WBG.
survive. And they will put themselves over that 40-point threshold and a little bit further beyond. Because
Let's
they have
switch.
got that placement point bonus starting to kick in now with games remaining. Everyone's guaranteed at least 1 more point. If they're still alive.
1 second. Just rebooted my PC.
Yep,
so
so GK will
and
end
then
on 1
reopen
point
a Hui
average
app.
on the day, which is nice.
没有办法做到那么精
It's
准
not
精
going
准的命
to
中。
get them into the top 2.
No?
Sadly. We are.
Wait, we got a bunch of
23
no in the
minutes into
chat.
stage 6, so we're getting towards the end of the game now, but again, so many teams just looking for those placement points. Looking
You guys
to
not
see
want me
themselves
want
closer
to see me
towards
translating?
that top 6, top 5. Get them into a position where they can ladder up tomorrow towards 1st and 2nd place. Everyone's being so cautious about this.
Biding their time. This is really tense stuff. EK being on this hillside may be an opportunity, but Kev leathered by a spray down from Alliance across the way. We're playing on this northeast side, playing on a ridgeline. Influence Rage have their attention drawn over towards the loop.
Wait for 2
by a
minutes.
knock that's sent their way.
Yeah, WBG is not really like
Alliance
WBG
getting
be
torn
sitting in the
apart
compound right
as
now, so
Weibo are extending
let's
dealers into this
wait till the
game.
next
Up
zone
to
when they
wins
actually start
now,
pushing. I already pulled out
try and keep
WBG
things going,
POV so
try and
we can
keep
switch it
a little
anytime.
bit more on side.
All right.
In the hole.
Let's see what will happen.
The 2 big teams in this lobby in terms of the impact of this match. Right now with Influence Rage up in second, great news. Loop's definitely in a position to think about taking that away from them.
Circle goes center, over towards the roadside. DK currently holding it. The Flash in a lovely spot now to play out this game.
就这个上面，上面这个蹦子，不知道他死了没？
那应该是没死，没人能杀得了他。
没人杀他的。那我这个吉普出去要那有点帮大好。右边人来抓人了。
操！
不能倒。
最后来我这就行了。
OK， 直接从右边出去就行。15秒杀毒。不急。
要封烟吗？是不是得封烟？
给封1颗烟。我1颗烟都没有。
我想知道现在还有几辆车。
How many cars do you guys have?
这个吉普，这个皮卡。
那得封烟处。
You guys need to smoke up and come to me.
2号队是右边的，又倒一个。
Team 2 is on the left side. On the right.
一起，帮我们架，来。你们没有起步烟吗？没有，直接拿。还好。OK。往右边开一点，可以过来。
Drop right.
还好。来，右边又倒一个。
去右边，我直接带。
We're gonna fight the right side. Go to the right side. You guys go to the right side. I'm gonna hold the left side myself.
踩上去要被打吗？那就别踩，那就带车里边。先过。
Alright, if you
挂机了，那就来2个来我这儿。
Or come to me. If you guys couldn't go right, just come to me.
你们注意点，别被防区扔雷啊！刚刚我被防区打欧了。
防区能直打我们，我操！
对。
The commander can shoot you guys.
这样是2个队哦。
Two teams left.
On
the left side.
远处一个队。这边得来人，我知道了。来，令你就要这样跟我一起趴着，咱俩一起看马路对面。这边让制造小姐一起看就行了。
Let's watch the road. Let's watch the road.
有个小姐这个防区拉出来打。
4打1。哎，你补到哪？
右边这里。
What did you get first?
哎，雅是你打的4号队。
我打的雅2啊。
对。
哦，左边是这个吗？
Is left side Geek?
雅在这里，右边是 Geek。
No, the right side. Geek is at the right.
等下个圈。
We gotta wait for the next zone.
就剩1个队了。
好。我操，多少就1个队，这边得顶一个。来个吉普车顶上去。
We gotta watch the right side. Do we have a jeep? We gotta watch the right side. Oh, Suk is gonna go.
我看一下有没有必要顶上去。
没必要，好像有点没必要。我们就在我们这个坡趴着就行。没必要。别。
There's no need. Teammates were saying like there's no need.
小杰在我这位置来。
OK。
然后你跟志超一起卡右边，来人你就跟我说，我和另这位置我知道了，把车拿过来就行了。你们俩不需要车。
提不上去了。
对，你俩就不需要提上去。
躲着那个应该还有个毒
来令，我给你辆车，
还有一个毒狼。
There's a solo guy somewhere. Be careful.
后边来人你躲车，知道吧
？OK。前面没人趴着，我能开车逛。
好。那有饮料没？给我瓶
饮料。Order, do you have drinks?
别提上去啊！
要瓶some。
有一瓶。
给我瓶饮料。
妈看不到的人。
现在别倒了。
Don't get knocked. Don't get knocked. We cannot get knocked.
15打1，要不要被打？
啊 ，UK， 我想趁这个机会就左下角。
I wanna go to the left side.
我们俩一起去，帮我们来从这位加一个，来个人快。
Come to me.
OK。多少死。
帮我们架，这有个人。
不好架，太多相见了。我只能帮你架一边。他们防区的提到马路上了已经。
好，
就守了。
还有一队。
There's more team here.
头上来了，我头上，我就想来咬我们这边。你的。
They're gonna come to us.
完了，被抢。
They wanna come to us.
反进来了，防区顶我们了。
The compound is coming.
他们应该没雷了 ，UK。牛逼。
我准备雅2死了。
是了。
Left side is dead.
我给你烟退了，我操。
4 versus 4.
烟就往后退。妈，没地方待了。
Oh, second place again. Ooh, FL bump up to second place. They need the win to close it out.
还好，兄弟们啊，分差不是很大啊。
我们应该是49分，然后第1名呢是58分，
It's good, it's good.
9分的分差，
对，
分差是在10分以内的，我们明天完全有的打。
Tomorrow they have a chance, chat. Tomorrow WBG had a shot for the top 2.
然后今天问题比较多，明天可能就会少犯一点。
嗯，
今天回去复完有的说了。
今天，哎呀，我们3次老2是不是？
对，2次吧，还有1次是哪？
3次还是2次来着？
就2次。
反正感觉我们在今天很可惜啊，但是也确实没有什么办法，因为我们必须得去清雅尔那边 ALL， 对吧？
对，
我们必须得去掏他。
对，
而我们在掏他的过程当中呢，FL 他必然会拉出来进行劝架。
对啊，
所以说我觉得大家做的也都没有什么问题。
对，
而且
只是说看就是能不能超常发挥一下顶住吧，但是这个东西太难了。
Tomorrow is gonna be so intense. Top 2 qualifies. So this is it, guys. WBG be throwing some games today, but hopefully tomorrow, if they wanna really get into top 2, they need to get the win, right? They can't keep letting the win slide to the other teams. But anyway, this is it for today's watch party. Thank you, PUBG Mobile, again for sponsoring today's live stream. Don't forget, come to my live December 13th. For the Superstar Show match in and supporting our NA creators. I'll be going live again later in roughly an hour. You stream Ion 2. If you guys want me to play, if you guys want to watch me play other games, make sure come back in an hour or so. All right. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys.
兄弟们，今天我觉得今天算是完成任务。今天一开始的时候我们就说任务就是咬住第1梯队。
对啊，说了30-40分嘛，然后当时说30分太低了嘛。现在算是超常发挥了，哎，也不能是超长个蛋，
对，也不能说超。